Jill, here's a lockpick.
Hello and welcome to the Core Podcast. Video games are on the table. We're here to dissect everything we see, hear, and look at. That's the job, and we're here to take it. I'm Scott Johnson with Bo Schwartz and John Jagger. It's important to note that I am in my home studio. John is in his. Bo is in Toronto, Canada right now in a hotel room. Hello, Bo.
Hello.
So if you think Bo's mic sounds different, it's because it does.
Yeah, it might not sound the best. I don't know. But
it actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, he's coming to us through a Steam Deck, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we should mention that. Steam Deck playing PC and portable gaming device today.
Yeah, all through the Steam Deck in desktop mode. No monitor or keyboard, just all mouse skills.
Yep, it's pretty impressive. And I think you sound like, I don't know, more dots. That guy. You just sound like you're in charge of a raid. That's the
because
kind of,
you didn't know what the F to do.
Yeah, I didn't know what the F to do. That guy.
Yeah, harkens back to a different era when everyone had bad mics on TeamSpeak.
That's right.
Or Vent.
Or Vent. Holy shit, Vent. Ventrilo, the most laggy thing I ever used. Whatever. We've moved on. Yeah. I mean, what do we got? It's all Discord now, but are there still people still use it probably?
Oh, TeamSpeak's trying to make a comeback. There was a lot of people trying to do the whole Discord exodus because of, my privacy when it comes to logging in.
Yeah.
And people were like, "What's the alternative?" They're like, "TeamSpeak's actually still around."
Yeah, and TeamSpeak has a bunch of like Discord-like features now, like chat rooms.
Yeah, I think they're chasing the trends for sure. I don't know if you'd say it's as feature-rich as Discord, but
yeah, they're playing a little catch-up, I think.
But I think it's perfectly serviceable as a VoIP.
Well, it's good.
Many people in one room chat solution.
It's good to know people bail and need somewhere to go, but also. I don't know how well it does with like supporting mods or I don't know video.
No idea. I mean, that's the tough thing is you might take a stand when a company has a policy you don't like, but with these services, people it's hard to move everybody. It takes time.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Nobody all wants to go to the same place. So I just know TeamSpeak definitely was being discussed a lot in the past month or so because of the Discord business.
Yep. Well, good times all around for us because that means we can still do a show. Bo doesn't have to miss one. It's a little later in the day. So for you catching us live, thank you for your adjustment. For everybody else, you're wondering why the show's so late. Well, now you know. I've told you. I've said it out loud. You have no excuse.
Oh, yeah. Let me know. I'm not used to this mic. It is closer to my face. Just let me know if you need me to mute. I can't hear.
Right now,
my face noises are like out of control or something.
No, you sound good. No scratchy hairs or nothing yet. So,
yeah, exactly. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Just let me know.
Okay. All right. We're going to treat it like, the strange experience that this is, and we'll tell you if it goes weird. I wanted to make a quick mention of a thing. Nerdtacular coming up, of course. We're creeping up on, 36 days away? Something like that. Pretty insane. And I want to remind people that you can not only still get tickets, but soon, hopefully in the next day is the plan, we're going to have some pre-merch available on the site so that if it's stuff, you're like, man, I'm getting a sweatshirt no matter what, but you'd rather not, deal with it when you get there or worry that the one you need is out of stock. So we're going to let people pre-order some stuff up to a certain date, and then we'll ship those to me and have them there to give you by hand when you arrive. And then for those who are still just want like, well, maybe I'll get a shirt. Oh, there's still some in stock or whatever. We'll have them on site as well, but keep an eye out for that if you are indeed coming. If you're still on the fence, go check out frogpants.com, click on Nerdtacular up top, and be told about all the reasons. And for core audience listeners, there are really 3 reasons. Let's say 4 reasons. There's me, there's Bo, there's John. There's 3 reasons. And then number 4 could be Liam O'Brien. He's a good reason.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's going to be on our core panel. So...
oh, geez.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So please come. It's
going to be good.
It's going to be really good. I think everybody should show up in Liam O'Brien character cosplays for the cosplay thing they're doing on Friday night. Just go full Illidan. You are your scars, all that kind of stuff. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Passport office better hurry up and get my passport.
Yeah, what's with those slackers? What's going on in Canada?
Let's go.
Yeah, get that moving. Can't blame Trudeau anymore. He's going to Coachella with freaking what's her name? The left shark lady.
Katy Perry?
Yeah, Katy Perry. How do the Canadians feel about that, by the way, that turn of events? It feels like he's 15 suddenly. What happened there?
I mean, he is allowed to date whoever he wants. There's no real problem.
I thought he was married. I guess I don't know nothing about it.
There was a divorce during his, I was going to say presidency, but it's not prime ministeracy. There was a divorce during his time as prime minister. So,
all right. Well, I don't think it's weird at all that he's,
it's. I mean, it's just a weird one, because usually you don't often see politicians, I think, with pop stars.
It's unusual.
Think that's a thing you see very often, but it happens, I guess. I don't know.
Seems like he's kind of done too. He doesn't want to run for anything else or do anything.
Probably. I mean, he served It's not like in the States you guys have term limits. They don't have term limits. I think he was beyond 8 years. I think he was in for 10 or.
Oh, I thought you guys had term limits for your PMs. I didn't know that.
No, they technically can reign for as long as people still want to vote for him. The rule is people will get sick of you. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
I think in a democratic nation, people will eventually tire of whoever. So
doesn't matter who you are. You're gonna want to move on.
The people will.
The people, yeah. And Katy Perry will as well at some point.
Oh, you think so? Oh, yeah. Justin, he might be a listener now. He might have retired to play StarCraft. And
might have.
Let me check out this core. And now all of a sudden we're kind of being mean to him or whatever.
Scott's making bets against his relationship.
Yeah. Do you know, do we know if he's like one of those famous gamer types? And you just.
No, I'm just saying, you never know who's listening, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who in public aren't going to be like, I'm a gamer and I played Hades 2 and it was great because it's going to make them, they think it's going to make them look bad because they're still, it takes time for that public stuff to change, right?
Yeah. Perception and just what you did all day and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, even now we're grappling with where to meet people. It's not, you don't meet people in the old places. It's a politician. There's streaming and online and all that business. So, there's definitely probably some people that you'd be like, holy crap, like that guy games and he likes core and would just never reach out. Just it's free on the internet, likes it, download. I mean, who knows? Lady Gaga could be a listener for all I know.
She could, yeah. Well, and before we leave the TMZ portion of the show, I
mean, it's not. Yeah, I guess it is TMZ because we're talking about relationship between Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. Core, welcome to the video game podcast. First on the docket, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. Will it last?
Yeah, what's going on? How was Coachella? But all I ever think about when I think of Katy Perry and her relationships is her and Orlando Bloom. What played your Legolas in the Lord of the Rings there. There's a shot of them on a river or something on like a raft. And she's sitting there
on in the river.
You'd want to be on some kind of flotation device. And she's just sitting there kind of demure on the edge of this thing. But he's standing there rowing the thing, all manly, all legs spread apart, but he's naked as a jailbird. He's just wieners out. And I've never been able to really figure out what was going on there.
You got way more Katy Perry lore than I do.
Yeah.
The only thing in recent memory for me is
that Katy Perry lore or is that Legolas lore?
That might be more Legolas lore. Yeah.
I mean, it depends which is your focal point on these stories. Because the only
apparently it was the third Legolas for Scott.
Yeah, the middle Legolas, if you know what I'm saying.
That tracks. I think I've heard Scott talk about Orlando Bloom before. So it's probably Bloom centric versus Perry centric.
Sure.
The only thing I know about Perry is that it went to space and it was cringy or something. I don't remember the details.
Oh, she was terrible in space. Awful.
She was terrible.
Just awful in space.
She didn't deserve space.
Unlike Shatner, space did not deserve her. She didn't deserve space.
Oh, Jesus.
We need Shatner.
Wait, she came back and ate dirt, right? Isn't that what she did?
She got down and kissed dirt. I don't think she ate it.
Oh, I thought my version, she ate it.
Well, I like your version.
I don't know if that's true or not.
The Boys. Have you been watching The Boys?
Not yet.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm getting my Boys and Katy Perry lore mixed up.
Because there's definitely some actual dirt eating in that, and it's
gross.
Well, it's pretty gross. Well, it's worse than even my description, but I'll leave it at that so you enjoy the surprise. But you should watch it. I watched the first 2 episodes, and I enjoyed the dirt eating.
Okay. All right. I'm now a little trepidatious about what I'm going to see because I have a feeling it's not dirt we're talking about.
you're
I could
gonna
be
see,
wrong.
No,
like,
it's dirt.
It is dirt.
Dirt.
Okay.
We're talking about real dirt. We're talking about dirt.
All right.
We're talking about
Actual
exquisite dirt.
Exquisite dirt.
Quality,
This is one of
quality
those-
dirt.
This is one of those scenarios where you're not like, I'm being cagey and doing a double entendre. I literally mean you will see dirt, actual dirt being eaten.
Consumed.
And
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Maybe it was inspired by Katy Perry. I don't know.
It might have been. She inspires a lot of people. She kissed a girl and she liked it, you know? So what are you going to do?
She made out with an alien. That's another one of her songs.
That's true.
She would kiss anything.
Yeah, she's down to clown. As Justin Trudeau could tell you.
Dirt, aliens, girls,
Prime ministers,
prime ministers, doesn't matter.
elves who take down entire Oliphants with 3
Pantsless
shots.
elves.
Yeah, pantsless elves, wieners out. Fantastic. Guys, it's time to talk about what happened in the week
I'm
of
glad
news.
we had this discussion.
Yeah, I am too. This has been really good for us. But we must move on now to the prescient stories of the day. Like this one, there is a new old Star Fox game coming out, and it's coming actually very soon, coming out in June. June 26th, is it? 4th, 6th, something like that. Oh, here it is. It is June 25th. That was close. It was the number between the two numbers I said. Anyway, Nintendo did a direct yesterday, I believe. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. And,
all about Star Fox.
Yep, Star Fox, as the day is long. You got Miyamoto came out first. The other guy, I forget his name, this dude here. They're similar men. And they're remaking the N64 version of the game, which some people aren't happy about because they wish they would give some love to the SNES version of the game. But I think it makes more sense.
The SNES version of the game is the N64 version of the game, but with worse graphics.
Kind of, yeah.
They're basically the same game.
Yeah, here, you want a game where you fly on rails and shoot a bunch of stuff and kind of have a good time and deal with these animal companions and whatnot.
I would say, maybe make a new Star Fox, but also here's me playing devil's advocate on the new Star Fox.
Okay.
They've done that a couple times. It's never turned out well. So they, we always say, why don't you make a new Star Fox? And then they never make it good. So I maybe understand why they went, well, what if we just make the good one again?
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've played the SNES Star Fox and the N64 Star Fox. I remember nothing. When I play this game, it's basically a new game. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Like,
there are
I
a
don't-
lot of players that are going to be like that. There's a whole generation of people who've never even played Star
like,
Fox.
Final Fantasy is memorable. There's like story beat stuff like that. I mean, Star Fox is just a vibe. Like, you're in a ship, you shoot things. I didn't play it as much that I would remember it in that way.
I played a barrel roll crap ton of Star Fox.
Yeah.
I love Star Fox.
Oh, I
Star
didn't realize
Fox-
we were coming into this
Star
episode.
Fox quotes live in my head rent free.
That's great.
You say to me, Slippy Toad, and I think, help me. And you say Star Fox, and I think, Andros has invaded the Lilat system. Help us, Star Fox.
Yep.
I think Star Fox is super fun. It's a game that is designed to be played and beaten in a single sitting. It is not a long campaign. It is a game you are supposed to sit down and play almost like an arcade game.
Yeah.
And your progression through it is all based on what you do in the mission. I think this game looks pretty cool. I think the game part looks great.
Oh, we're going to talk about the characters, are we? I'm excited because this is what everyone's beefing about are these freaking weirdo, hyper realistic looking versions of Slippy. And,
I think the characters look bad.
all right.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? Before anybody's like, "Oh, John, what are you doing?" The guy who created Star Fox agrees with me. So feel however you want to feel, but the guy who made these characters said John's right in so many words.
What is it, do you think, either from what you actually feel about them or just in general, what is the beef with these characters? I think they just look like...
I think they went for a realistic translation when a stylized translation would have looked better. I mean, it doesn't help that So, spoilers. I think we talked about it on the show, though. And, Star Fox is in the new Mario Galaxy movie.
Right.
And he looks awesome.
Played by, who's the actor?
Glenn Powell?
Glenn Powell,
right?
there you go. The guy with his eyes are way too close, that guy.
Oh my gosh, Scott, this is a weird thing for you to notice, but we can't go down this.
I just want to say sorry to Glenn Powell, who I think might be a listener.
He might be. Glenn Powell.
He might be. He is a gamer. He likes
Glenn.
this sort of stuff.
Sure.
He already tried to get the role of Gustav for the Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Oh, by the way, this brings up a story, though. I shouldn't. It's a tangent.
Is it? How tangent-y is it? At first, let's just gaze at his eyes there.
So back in the Heroes of the Storm days, you said
because you pointed it out.
Back in the Heroes of the Storm days, you said somebody looked like something.
Yeah.
And I'm just being generic, so I'm not trying to bring up the details. But you were just like, that guy, he looks kind of like this. And we did a whole, 20 minutes on that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like he was like a caster kind of guy, right?
Sure.
So at one of the BlizzCons, the guy, I said hi to him. He was there, and he's like, so I look like this, eh? And I'm like, gosh dang it.
He heard us?
Yes, he listened to the show, and it was your comment, and I was like, the ambassador of Core. Yeah,
Great.
It's fine. It wasn't like that serious, but it was also like, I guess it never came up. Like I wasn't gonna report to you and be like, guess what happened to me, Scott?
Yeah. I'm just
thinking of it now. Just as we bring it up, I'm like, oh yeah, these little comments, and I'm like, maybe Glenn Powell does listen, and he's like, I love you,
Scott. What are you doing?
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I artificially.
Anyway, I look forward to meeting Glenn Powell and having to make excuses for your comments.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a refund request from Nerdtacular. He's like, I'm not coming now.
He's fine, but if you see him and Anya Taylor-Joy in the same room, it'll blow your mind because his eyes are like that and hers are way over here, like 6 feet apart.
Oh my gosh!
It is a wild experience.
Scott's just going scorched earth. He's like, let's see how many people I can insult in a small amount of time.
And by the way, I really like her and her work and all her roles. I think she's fantastic, but there's no denying.
But I can't give her a pass on her eyeballs.
No.
She's given me countless joy. I love everything she's done, but if you expect me to be kind to her,
yeah, forget it.
I won't have it.
It's not happening today.
She should have thought of that before she was born.
Not on my watch. So they keep showing this battle mode, and this is something I wanted to talk about. My fondest memories of the 64 game was the dogfighting with friends and family, and how much fun you can have with that. The reason I liked it so much is because it really broke free of the on-rails business. Even though you're still sort of always perpetually moving forward, you could move around freely within these zones. And it seems like they're bringing that back, which is cool. There's some kind of command and control kind of vibe happening here, from what I can tell. I don't remember that in the 64. But anyway, the point is, I don't think it was in there, 64. Yeah. But the main game, like the campaign stuff, my heart sank a little because I went, you have an opportunity here to make like ace combat levels of freedom in a franchise that certainly needs an update, needs something new to do. Instead, we're just going to do the same on-rails stuff we always do. And it's
but every time like I said, every time they try to do it, nobody likes it.
Yeah.
It's like going to, it's like when you go to see a band and they go, we're going to play some stuff from our new album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not why you're there.
Yeah.
Like, could they do better work? Sure. Do I wish they could make a new awesome Star Fox game? Yeah. But every time they've tried, they can't. So I'm not going to be too bummed about this. I mean, would I have preferred a good new Star Fox game? Yeah. Can Nintendo do that? I don't know.
No, it's got mouse targeting. Sick.
Yeah, you can take out your thing, flip it over. Not real mice, mind you. You got to use their stupid Wiimote, but yeah. I sound like I'm being negative on this. I actually think this looks like this right here. This looks amazing. Like, this is beautiful.
I think that's the thing. Graphically, it's really pretty.
Yeah, real nice. Yeah.
My take was going to be like, overall, this looks like, pretty cool. Like, we give Nintendo shit all the time, but I don't feel like giving Nintendo any shit for this. This looks, whatever. It's a remake. I don't know. Everything about it looks pretty cool, exciting. Cool deep dive. I'm sure this will be a pretty special game, and it looks like there's new content in there for like replayability and stuff. Who knows? There might be secrets they haven't said yet, in terms of it's a remake of the game, but there might be some, cool touches. I know the one thing they said is there's expanded cutscenes, So this might be a full ass campaign. You may be like, story is so good.
I just wish I enjoyed looking at the characters for these cutscenes a little bit more and not going, what'd you do to my friends?
I think
you'll get used to it.
You think so?
Used to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it'll be jarring, but after a few hours of play, you'll be like, it's all right. Oh, and now you're showing the best part.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think of this?
This is my favorite thing. So I didn't really care about the camera feature in multiplayer for like showing your screens. But they're doing some mocap VR chat ass shit here for no reason, and I love it. This is amazing. So you can when you chat, you have an avatar, right? Like a picture of someone's face, but it fully animates, matching your tones, and it looks cool, but also cursed a little bit.
Oh, it's very cursed.
And that makes me like it more. I like the fact that it's somewhat cursed. Like, this is to its benefit.
The video of the guy playing Mario with his little Star Fox avatar down there being like, it's
so the kind of like zoomer, like the attention deficit, also cursed weird. Like, I don't know. I love it. Like, Nintendo. That was the best thing for me in this announcement was like cursed mocap avatars. This should be Steam should have, if Steam's messing up in one way, it's this. They don't have mocap avatars as a thing on their chat channels, and they should.
Oh, you know what I forgot? Sorry.
This needs to be our life now.
Yeah, no, I agree. They just showed a thing from the Adventures game that did not succeed very well. It's one of the ones John's referring to, and he says Nintendo tried and failed before. Look at it here again, just briefly. Here it is, Star Fox Adventures. That was awesome because you would land on planets and like do quests on the planet. It's like playing Mass Effect style freaking, Star Fox. And that
people don't want that.
I want that though.
Yeah, but Scott, you're not getting another Star Fox game for 10 years.
People don't want that.
Be happy with what you have.
They gave it to you and the numbers said people don't want that. You want that.
All right. What if
people want an on-rails shooter where you're in the R-Wing. They don't want you in a stupid tank. They don't want you in a stupid boat. They want to be in the R-Wing. Sometimes you can sprinkle in tank and boat, but for the most part, you need to be in the R-Wing doing R-Wing stuff. That's what the game is.
Okay, fair point. Yes.
I mean, they should just be Sea of Thieves, but it's like Star Fox.
That's what I'm saying. Give it like, I'm going to take over your ship. From General Pepper here. Look at General Pepper looking all...
General Pepper, I think, is the funniest name for a character that Nintendo has ever done.
Yeah.
There's something so funny to me that... And maybe it's because I know people who had a dog named Pepper, but there's something so funny to me that he's got a regular human name for a dog name, but you put General in front of it, and it's so funny to me. It's like, this is General Pepper.
Yep, he's making the big calls. Yeah,
fall in line, Lieutenant Sprinkles. Like, it's just really funny to me that his name's Pepper.
You think Peppy over here, Peppy Hare, will do the barrel roll business? Often. Okay,
do a barrel roll.
Pigma.
I do miss the voices though. I do.
Well, the voices that are in this are let's play a little.
Bad, they're just different.
Let's just play a tiny bit here. Let's see.
I mean, you can go right there, yeah.
Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andross.
It's been years since Andross was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on.
This guy sounds like a little Patrick Warburton or something.
Yeah.
Man, well, that's James.
Pigma.
It's not Fox.
Fall in line, Pigma.
That's James, not Fox. Freaking Pigma.
What's James like the dad? Or like
what's your last name, Pigma? Balls?
I think Pigma's like just the joke about Porkins in Star Wars, right? Isn't that the idea?
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on there. Anyway, coming soon, very soon,
my butt.
to a Switch 2 near you. Switch 2 only, by the way. No Switch 1 on this one. So
I saw chat saying, all this depends on how much it costs. How much is it going to cost? It's going to be $50. It's been said. I don't know
said
why people
50?
are treating. Yeah, it's $50.
Oh, I was predicting. Who did I make a bet with? I was predicting 69, and I was mad.
I think it might be
like
for a
reasonable.
physical version. It might be 60, but Amazon right now you can pre-order the physical for 50. So
really, that's not
digital
bad.
is 50, and it's not. And I know, like, Again, price is always going to be up to your own means. There are going to be people that go, yeah, this game is 2 hours long. That is way too much money for 2 hours of a game that I've already played. Don't buy it. It's not for you. Like, you got to decide what is reasonable to you. Like, it's $50 for a remake of a game, and it is a remake. I don't think that's crazy to me.
It looks like a pretty solid effort for a remake. I'm not going to sit here and say it's worth, like Dead Space I find was worth full price. It's awesome.
That's true.
It's the exact same game.
Yeah.
But way better experience, and whatever, charge full retail for it. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm all right.
If you don't want it, you don't gotta buy it.
Yeah, 49 is that's a pretty strong case. I've mostly
I might gripe at it'll probably be 100 for me, and so.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little different.
That's just Canada. Australia's probably spit mad. It probably cost them $300.
Oh, they're always getting hosed down there. Yeah. You think you're the Commonwealth with the most trouble? I'll tell you what. Those Australians.
Oh, we don't think that. We know us. We know we were standing the picking order.
Well, it's because those guys they were a prison colony, right? The queen or the king sent all the losers there, and now they have to figure it out.
Yeah, but it gives them more character too. So
it does. We don't have Mad Max and George Miller without that country. Yeah. So
there's no Mad Max in Canada. You got like Mad Roy.
Hey, you guys. Hey.
Or like Patrick Roy, I think, is the hockey player. Maybe he was mad. Yeah.
Maybe he was mad. Who knows?
Yeah, it's like in this. If Mad Max was in Canada, the world would just be covered in ice, and there's one guy it's all skating. Everyone's on ice skates, chasing each other in a giant skate race.
Sounds all right.
For the last, there's lots of water because it's ice, but for the last bit of chicken.
Sign me up for your newsletter. I like it. Yeah. Before we get off the subject, we got an email from Shanafan or a text, and this is sort of Switch 2 related. I'll get to the PS in a second, which is really the part that is. But the first part is, what's John's trick to get out of going on family trips? So let's answer that first, then I'll do the PS.
It's not a trick. It's just my personality. I am a personality type where people know that if I wear my feelings on my sleeve, and if I'm not happy about where I'm at, everyone is hyper aware of it. So when you're trying to go somewhere and have a good time, if you're going to bring someone you know is going to be in a bad mood and make it harder to have a good time, you leave them at home. Yeah. And then I don't say no when that is presented to me. I go, okay, that's where I'll be. Yeah. It's not a trick. It's just who you are, and then you've married properly because she gets this about you.
You sure?
That's key.
Cast a bit of voodoo. Sure,
there's no voodoo to it. It's just it's
dark magic. No,
you gotta. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. It has cost me many a thing in life, but it is who I am.
Sure, you don't have FOMO. I don't either. I have. I heard somebody else say the other day. It was Tom Hardy. He has the opposite of FOMO, and he was talking about it in some interview. It's like, I don't want to go to the parties they make me go to. I don't want to go to the press junkets. I don't want to do any of that stuff. He says, I want to sit home and eat a thing of Oreos and watch TV. Like, just leave me alone.
Yep.
And I went, man, I know who you are. Me and you, buddy. And I think this is the thing.
We get along great, but the thing is, we wouldn't interact with each other because to be around each other would be to be doing our own thing. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Mm-hmm. It's like that old, Ron Swanson joke where it was like he had a barber that he loved because he would just sit in the chair and they wouldn't talk to each other for the entire time he was there. And as a result, he was his favorite person and best friend.
Yep. Yeah. I love that.
That same sort of
That's
idea.
about me too. Now the PS says, PS, more Switch talk on Core, please. I guess my message to Shanafan did that suffice for your needs? Yeah. Did we give you what you wanted?
Yeah, enjoy Star Fox, everybody. It's super affordable, and have a great time.
Yeah, have a good time.
I might pick this up. I think it looks really good.
For this price, I think I'm over the edge on it, and also multiplayer was legit fun on the N64, and if they're going to take that further, that's actually a big value bump for me. So
it also has some cool 2-player options they were talking about, where one person can pilot the ship and the other can do laser targeting. So that might be a fun thing to do with my son. Mm-hmm. Like, give him a job. It's like, okay, you can fly the ship and I'll shoot the things, or vice versa. And it's kind of nice when you can take mechanics away and like kind of take it over and let them focus on one thing. So he'll get a kick out of that.
It's almost like letting your kids sit on your lap while you're driving, so they can do the steering wheel while you press the gas pedals. That kind of.
My dad would let me do the gear shift, but I had to watch his feet so I knew when he was pushed in. And then I would learn. It's actually kind of how I learned to do stick years before I drove. Was he would push it in. I'd know that we were moving up to the 3 position, and after he'd do it again, we're going to the 4 position. And I do that all the time. I loved it. And only a couple of times I go and do it the wrong time because he, didn't want you in there. But
I feel like you just unlocked a core memory for me. I was like, yeah, that's nice. And then as you were saying, I was like, I remember doing this.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Our dad's
I did this
generation,
too.
man, they were into it.
I did it too.
Well, it's because it was all sticks back then, and that was how it should be. What is this automatic bullshit we're faced with today? Everything's automatics now. Hate it.
I'll tell you what Crofton would say is that it's not dinosaur technology. him and Mike argue about that all the time. Mike loves manual transmission, and it's just like that's like saying I like horse-drawn wagons.
That's his comparison.
Yeah, it's like it's dinosaur tech. Manual transmissions are dinosaur technology. The problem is when people like manual transmissions, they're super like annoying about it.
Yeah.
It's the only real way to drive. What's up? You just did it there too. That's why I brought it up. You're like, what's up with cars? They're automatic.
But
Making driving easier.
I don't think I would
doing it for you.
I don't think I'd go as far as call it dinosaur technology because that implies dinosaurs are driving stick, and that'd be way too advanced for them. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's hyperbolic.
How's
It's hyperbolic.
T-Rex even reaching the stick?
Right, he can't even get to the stick.
It's hyperbolic to induce shame, of course, but
It is what Crofton does.
It's to counteract. I don't know where I sit on this. It's to counteract. The gearheads that are like manual transmission or nothing.
Yeah,
yeah,
they exist.
You're not a real man unless you know how to move your stick from 1 to 2.
If you want to have a long argument with with Garrett Weinzierl, that's the topic. You want to talk about?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's exactly that. So when you like manual transmissions, you're like, there's no better way to drive than to put the gear from 1 to 2. And then sometimes to 2 to 3.
Yeah.
And even less times when the open road 3 to 4. And then when the stop sign comes down, you got to move it from 4 to 3, 3 to 2.
Sometimes 5 gets invoked.
And then you hear the other way of driving, which is just press the gas.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why are you doing this others? Why is that cool? What are you getting?
Well, part of it for me is that
ego?
Automatic transmissions are over the moon expensive compared to manual, or they used to be. I don't know if it's true anymore.
Sure.
But so if your transmission goes and you're on an automatic, you're going to pay what you paid for the car again almost. It's going to feel like. But if you had a stick, you can deal with it, get a new clutch, whatever.
Yeah, I guess nobody's worried about that now because everything has a subscription, so you lose your butt warmers if you don't pay for a subscription or whatever.
You subscribe to good driving vibes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So
I hate that.
But anyways, sorry again. Welcome to the core of the automotive dealership television show.
Core Automotive. 3 non-gearheads talk about cars and their opinions of it.
We have TMZ.
Here's John. I don't like driving very much. Here's Scott.
I like a stick.
And Bo.
I take the taxi.
Get all your gearhead needs on Core Automatic.
That's right. Call us.
Stick for subscribers.
Call us Prime Video. We're ready for our hot new series.
Yeah. And I'll do Uber reviews. Like I'll just instead of games I played, it's all the Uber rides I took.
Do it,
people. It's my review of every Uber ride for the past week.
This guy's Kia Cilantro, or whatever they were called. It smelled like someone
Kia
barked.
Cilantro.
What is a Kia Cilantro?
Doesn't it sound like a real? It sounds like a real car, doesn't it?
It does. That's why it's funny, but it's so not a real one.
The Kia Cilantro. Some people hate
Kia Cilantro.
it. Yeah, but a lot of people like it. You never know until you try it. Isn't that the stuff? If you eat it and you like it, you're weird, or it's the other way around? Is there something with cilantro with that?
Yeah, I'm one of the people. I can't do cilantro.
I think I don't like it.
Doesn't taste right to me.
Yeah,
every time it's in food, it makes the food bad.
John, I've been putting it on things when the option's available, like on a quesadilla.
Yeah.
But I can't tell what it is. So I want to see if I like it or what it is, but I can never tell what it is. So I still haven't. I don't know.
Tastes like dish soap to me. That's how it comes across. I'm not a fan. Some people love it though. So anyway,
all right.
Check out the
There you go,
2026 Kia Cilantro today.
Some people love it. Some people think it's dish.
And there's nobody in between. All right, let's move on to the Steam controller launch. That happened this week, and it lasted for
And it's over.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes it was live on the store. I was there early because I was like, I'm doing this today. I'm going to do this. I was committed. F5, F5, F5. I finally get in. It says, cool, one's been added to your thing.
Oh, you were refresh gang?
Yeah, I was. And which is part of the problem, because the reason the whole thing crashes is because everybody's doing this. But I went in there, got as far as tell us what your payment method is so you can check out, and then it got caught in this loop of there's a problem. Hang on a second. Oh no, there's a problem. And eventually
that's where I got to as well. Using a different method than you use, Scott, which was woke up from a nap on the couch and went in and was like, oh, the Steam controller's for sale, and then tried to get one.
If you would have gotten it that way, I would have been so annoyed. I would have been like, damn it. All that effort and work, and then all I needed to do was saunter in there half asleep, and I just would have gotten it. But
yep.
I wasn't happy you didn't get it, though. I wasn't happy for anyone who had to deal with that. It was a huge pain. It also became impossible. I was trying to buy this $5 indie game also, just on its own, not even tied in the same thing. But all the payment processor stuff went down, so you couldn't buy anything. It was just theft. I ended up getting lucky, though, because a local, I think he's in the chat, a local fan of the show grabbed two and is going to sell me his other one. With no, he's not like scalping. He's not like
two. Well,
the camera suddenly went bonk.
Oh,
it's because I have it on my Easy SMX box, and it's a little rickety.
I get it.
Yeah, so
It made me laugh.
I think it's a kind of scalping.
I mean, it is, except that he was like,
but it's like you're like, oh, I'm not charging a profit, just trying to win favor with my favorite, podcast host.
I didn't think about that.
I mean, if you think about it in the most transactional, cynical way, that's what you'd say.
Sure,
But,
he's a really
people do
nice guy, though.
Stuff for us, and we love you guys for it.
Yeah.
So I just want to know how he managed to do it twice.
I don't know how well he did it. He got two at once, so he got two in his cart. So he's like, oh, let me grab that for someone I know who's going to want it. Yeah, basically that. And he's not upcharging or nothing like that. He's just going to be a nice guy, and we'll do it.
He's just going to pitch you a new podcast.
Yeah, and they're on their way. I think they're getting them between now and the 10th is when they're arriving. So he'll probably see it in the next few days.
Here's your Steam Deck and a small list of shows I think I would be great for on the network.
Who was it? Let's give him a shout out.
It's Oz. Oz in the chat. AHZ for short. Ozymandias is what he goes by.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You've seen him before.
Yeah. No. Right.
He's great. Comes to some local meetups and stuff. He'll be at Nerdtacular. He's a good guy.
He's been in chat room a lot over the years.
Yeah. So,
well, that was a really nice thing.
Yeah, it was nice. But overall, I mean, I was prepared to just say, well, I guess I'm waiting.
I wonder why he didn't remember there were three hosts.
Well, he didn't get. He only bought two.
Yeah, he only had two.
He could have put four. No,
I guess Scott's his favorite.
I'm teasing. I don't need one, and
It's
I don't
fine.
know if John needed ones either. We're just gonna.
I don't need one. I'd like.
You'd
one.
like one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like one too.
All I know is these are obviously there's high demand at launch day. They've already said today. In fact, they said they're going to do a reservation system for people that maybe just couldn't get in, and or they seem to be pretty open. Listening to people going, "Oh, you guys, so sorry about the runaround and all that." It's just kind of unprecedented demand. So they're going to do a reservation system. If you've already bought one or more, you cannot get on that reservation system. It's only for people who were not able to purchase it or new people.
You got to open a burner account.
Pretty much, yeah. But as you can see on the store right now, still listed as out of stock, and we'll have to see. I'm very excited to talk about it on the show, though. And, give my impressions and.
Yeah, well, it's a fancy controller. It's all on demand, and I guess at least the tech channels that I've seen seem to say it's worth it. It's pretty good.
Here's me and Oz at the cafe playing together. Check it out.
Yeah,
that's why I brought my controller because I'm like, you can
drinking the lemon pie Gatorade.
Is that what it is? That's the worst one.
Oh, lemon pie is so delicious.
It's not, dude. Well, you know why? Because look, my first colonoscopy prep was all Gatorade, and it was yellow Gatorade. It wasn't this particular, the thicker pie stuff.
Yeah, well,
No, it's not actually called lemon pie. I call it that because that's what Bo said. I was with Bo for his first lemon Gatorade experience.
Oh, that's right. Experienced it in
And
the
he
States.
drank it. He took a sip and he goes, "It's like lemon pie." That was his reaction.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it. It was very good.
Yeah, I think it just reminds me that, oh, you're going to shit all night, and tomorrow they're putting a tube up your ass. That's all I think of.
I mean, that's my Friday night, so it's just
Yeah, that's just normal. In fact, that's tomorrow for you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Well, anyways, there's that. And they're gone. So whoever got them, great, well done.
Yeah.
They're sold out. I am very curious about a few other things surrounding this, like the Steam machines are probably incoming because in recent days there are reports of Valve receiving thousands. That's not enough, but thousands of.
I don't think they're gonna sell. I don't think that's gonna be enough to meet demand.
No, I think they're not going to do that at all. But the way it's worded, because they're looking at shipping records and stuff, they're seeing thousands of quote unquote game consoles are being brought to them to the U.S. from wherever. Everyone's assumption is that they're stocking up on these things. They'll have them ready, and then they're going to finally announce price and availability, and then orders for that thing. Because I think the original plan was this controller would launch alongside the Steam machines. It would all be a big party, and maybe even the frame, or what's the new one called? Steam. Is it? No, the headset, the VR thing. What's that called?
No, frame.
It is the frame. Maybe even the frame at the same time. I think that was the original plan, is to really blow out the hardware thing kind of all at once. But now they're having to stagger it for all the reasons that we know about. So who knows? But I really hope that's true. And Oz, if you're that quick with the mouse, just remember on Steam Machine Day just to keep your old pal Scott in mind. I'm just kidding. He doesn't have to do that. Anyway.
Well, I mean,
also, what if it's $8,000? What do you?
Oh, well, then I'm going to tell him, don't do it. Yeah, don't hold me one. Like, this thing needs to be reasonable, and they better announce the price like they did with this. Announce it a few days ahead, at least, or whatever. And if they say, oh, it's $3,200, I'm going to go, hold off. We're not doing that.
no, at that price point, just buy a swanky like RTX and save yourself $1,000.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah.
Like, I know RAM's a problem and SSDs are a problem, but you're still going to be pretty good that way. My guess is I still think this thing's somewhere in the sub 1,000. I think it'll be around 800.
Well, I mean, like, even if
900.
you've got a CPU the past 5 or 10 years and RAM from the past 5 or 10 years, you're fine. Just upgrade your graphics card. That's what I mean. If you're buying a whole ass new computer, it's another scenario. But
That's true. Yeah.
but if I like today, it's like if a Steam machine's like $2,000. Well, I might just. If I had that money, I might just get whatever high-end NVIDIA card instead of a machine.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there are
because the games on the frame will run better on PC VR on that than
Yeah.
they would on a Steam machine. So yeah.
What I really wish is that they would announce that they're also releasing Steamworks Proton, full Proton Linuxware Proton as a installable, ready for the public kind of deal that isn't just Steam Deck, optimized. And let me have that desktop as a PC environment, because I'm ready to do that anyway, or I want to do that with my gaming box. And then you kind of cover everything. You're like, hey, you don't have any hardware right now, and you want the simplicity of a console. Steam machine's for you. You've already got the big rig, but you're sick of Windows and it sucks ass. Go load this off a freaking memory stick, and bam, you're running Steam OS.
Did you hear Windows they're trying to do a version to try and make people more okay with Windows 11?
Yes, I did. They're scrambling, dude.
It's happening.
It's
That's what we said. We bitch about it enough, and finally they're going to do it.
Yep.
We've done the requisite bitching, and now they're maybe doing it. We'll see if it's any good. There's been many times that Windows is like, we're going to fix all your problems, and they just bring more problems to your doorstep. But
Yeah.
it would be nice. It's nice. I didn't think it would be this fast that we would be hearing about a retooled version of Windows 11. I thought we were going to have years more of this.
Yeah.
So
I mean, 10 was kind of that,
see.
right? 10 was like 8 sucked, and we all know it. We're skipping right over 9. And here's 10. It's amazing. You're going to love 10. And we did. We all love 10. Now they don't even support 10 anymore, and they're trying to force this other shit down our throat. I think that a return to making its core really strong, and then you can have lots of optional shit in Windows, just like soft reinstall in it and whatever. But that's the other thing we didn't put in the news today. But they stopped the Copilot program for consoles. They're not going to even mess with it.
Oh, there was a Copilot program.
Yeah, they were devving that out. They were going to go nuts with everything was tied into Copilot at one point, and now that's no longer a thing. There was one other aspect to Copilot that went away this week. I forgot what it was. But yeah, there's some
the screenshotting of your. That was.
It just feels like there's a wind blowing a little different over there since the change up. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to scrap it altogether, but just the market, just the way everything's rolled out.
Yeah,
has been just so ham-fisted.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. I think part of that too is all the stuff they wanted to do. That's the initiatives that started in 2018, 2019, ahead of the Series X. They were good and they were strong ideas, but they required that the world stay kind of settled for a while, and that didn't happen. In fact, the worst upsetting of civilization in a long time happened. And that changed things, and it changed not just for them, but the entire industry. And now they're just like, well, what are we? But what have we become? What did we do exactly over the last 6 years? I feel like there's a lot of that introspection going on. I'm completely making it up because I don't have inside info. But
I think what you're saying is from a mapping out perspective. That's all. Just where are we going? And then you're trying to head up. Everyone's asking the same question, so like usually if I think an industry is going in a certain direction, everyone's heading that direction. And I guess AI maybe felt like a relief because that brought certainty to everybody, to all the meetings. Mm-hmm. But it actually it's turning out not to really be an answer.
It's cognitive dissonance on a grand scale.
Well, it's just adoption. I think if they launched it, everyone was just like, yes, please, more. It's amazing. Keep giving it. No problems here. Then it would have been a good choice. But
I got to tell you about this incredible exchange that happened with the dude that runs Shark Tank. He's one of the billionaires.
Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. He pushed.
He's a Canadian boy.
I know. And this hits home because they just approved, with a ton of opposition, they just approved his big data center project here in Utah, 40 acres. Oh. This thing is. It is estimated that it will take more power to run that data center than the entire state does right now. It'll take more to just do the data center than we already consume as a state. So nobody's happy about this except for a precious few. Him, our governor, people that tend to benefit from these things, people who make money on the periphery.
Money's got to come from somewhere, and I don't know where it comes from.
But here's the funny thing about it, though. He's talking about this thing, and somebody in this interview brought up, what do you make of all this opposition? And he goes, well, let's be honest. Most of this stuff is AI. It's all just AI created opposition. They're just faking it. It's like I love that. So and I went, I'm sorry. You want to build a 40-acre data center to generate more of the bullshit you say is holding you back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's exactly the problem with the whole marketing campaign. One side of your mouth, it's the problem, but you're also like, this is the only thing that matters. We don't need bananas. We need AI.
It was so obnoxious.
And it's like, I think everyone can see it's doing something. It's interesting, but the amount of resource they want to throw at it, it's a bet. I don't know that it's a good bet.
Yep.
Anyway, but it was interesting because on a related note, oh no, the thought is escaping. I can see it. I can see it leaving my brain.
You can see it taking off? Oh, no.
I had a thought about the AI stuff. Oh, well, anyways, whatever.
It's all right.
It's fine. But,
people don't love when we talk about AI anyway.
No, but not that I wanted to get deep on it wasn't an AI comment. It was actually tangentially related, but just overall to the tech sector.
Yeah. I'm forgetting. But he can go back to Canada. That's fine. You guys can use Kevin O'Leary, right? You got use cases for that guy?
He's got tons of money. He can just go do whatever.
He liked hanging out at Epstein Island and stuff. He was into that for a while.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hear bad things about all that.
I remember what I was going to bring up. We also, this is kind of gaming related, but did you guys see the GameStop CEO trying to explain how he was going to buy eBay?
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah. I actually found that very unsettling, that interview, because I felt like guns were at his head. It felt like if he acted like if he budged 1 inch from whatever the talking points were that he was fed, he would explode or something, or they held his family held hostage or something. That was freaking weird, and I hated every second of that. Where's the money coming from? I don't understand your question. What are you talking about?
Look, all those guys are like having this moment right now where like doing shrooms is cool. They're on all kinds of uppers and downers. Like, you don't know what kind of cocktails, like all of them. And I say, I don't know. I don't have evidence. You just don't know.
That Palantir guy is definitely stoned, though. No way.
Yes, know, I'm not naming names. We're not getting political, but I know there's a lot. The Coke party is just getting started. These people are high as shit, and they got a billion of dollars of their own and other people's money, and they're just having a good time.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm poor. I have legitimate concerns. They're like, quit harshing my high, man.
You think Kevin O'Leary's huffing on his own supply? You think he's?
Oh yeah. I mean, some people don't need drugs to be like in that state. I feel like Kevin O'Leary's probably pretty straight, actually. Well, no, he's a wine guy.
Is he?
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not making any accusations. I'm not saying I know things. I just look. I think we're gonna find out in 10 years. Like people are stuck.
Oh, the documentaries are going to be sick.
Whatever the drug is, whether it's some sort of clinical meth or uppers and downers and all kinds of like, God knows. But these are not normal straight-laced people eating their vegetables that are making sane decisions. These guys are having a party.
Yeah,
and they're betting, they're gambling with giant pieces of wealth and fate, and it's affecting all of us. So,
yeah, it's a good time having a great time. It's fun.
It's great. We're enjoying the show, I guess. Not really.
Look, when the great documentaries come about around when that will describe the debauchery we're currently not seeing but will soon witness. I hope we can all afford whatever streaming service it is that it'll be on so we can see it.
It'll be 4 vials of cocaine for Netflix.
There you go. Nailed it. Moving on to the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. It's getting some pretty good reviews. A little bit of mixed reaction by some, but for the most part, I mean, it's at 69 right now. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't think anybody is like, oh, I hope the Mortal Kombat 2 movie is a deep internal look at what is life and our connection to it, and an artistic expression of the frailty of the human condition. Like, I think people are going to see people beat each other up, and the average positive review on Rotten Tomatoes says that's what you're getting.
Yep.
So it seems like it's a good start. I was probably a little more worried about Mortal Kombat 2 as a movie than, I think the big thing that everybody's comparing is like people are curious about Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter. Mm-hmm. I think there's an obvious competition there. Whether it's, I'm excited about both.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Me
with
too.
You. But I was a little more trepidatious about Mortal Kombat 2 because Street Fighter, I can't stop watching the trailer for. It looks schlocky as hell, but like in the best possible way. Mortal Kombat 2 looks a little more self-serious, but like it also knows what it is, and I'm excited for it. So
yeah, and
it's pretty good.
First outing of these two was not so great. I thought it was okay. It was better than My Animality, the other one, that terrible thing.
My Animality.
Hate that so bad. What was that called? Armageddon. Annihilation. Just terrible movie. First one, campy and fun. Annihilation, just an awful nightmare. This reboot thing, the animated stuff's been decent. The reboot I thought was fun, but a little.
The reboot was okay. Yeah. It was a little weird that they're like, guys, get ready. The future of Mortal Kombat is Cole Young, and everybody went, who? Yep. Cole Young.
Yep.
He's a new guy? Yeah. What's his power? A shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I think obviously this Carl Urban stuff is an answer to that, right? They're like, we need a star in this now. Yeah.
That kind of stuff is like that age-old movie trope where it's like, we have all this established lore and we need someone who's like, can identify with our broad audience we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Who's an outsider to all of this.
Yep. Mistake.
And everyone's like, boo, like, you see the trope for what it is. Boo. So
Yeah.
I feel like if that guy's in this, I haven't seen the first one, like bits and pieces. But if he's still alive for like a sequel, he's got to die within like.
He's gonna die immediately, I think. The only reason I think he might live is that everybody's reaction is he dies immediately, right? Like, you're gonna kill him off right away.
What's his name again? Do we know the actor's name? I don't think he's in this.
He is in it, yeah.
Is he?
It's confirmed.
Okay. I can't find it.
Hold on, let me search MK Cole Young.
Because I got all these actors I love. Like Hiroyuki Sanada, I love him. I love...
Unless like Cole Young.
Louis Tan as Cole Young.
All right.
Unless he transforms into another character that's not obvious to me. Well, where like they could retcon one of the guys that's like weird and shady.
Well, that's what everybody thought he was gonna be, because like the whole thing with this reboot was that all the characters had like a special ability. Like that was like a big thing, is like, what's your cool special power thing? It's almost like the X-Men is what they've made Mortal Kombat into with this one. And he had a connection to Scorpion, and everyone thought like, oh, I bet he can like summon or get inhabited by the spirit of his father, grandfather, or whatever it was. I don't remember, but he was related to him. I think he might have been his dad, and like become Scorpion, and maybe that'll be his power. Nope. His power is a shirt. He gets a shirt.
Yep. He gets a shirt. And who needs anything once you got a shirt? Yep.
You could have made him cool if you gave him the coolest power, but you gave him the power of a shirt.
Mm-hmm. Just lame.
And like nobody's gonna like that. So yeah, I think his days are numbered. I think maybe they'll do something creative with it, but Cole Young I don't think is gonna be a prominent character in this one.
My favorite first review that caught my eye is a audience review. Someone named Dompler, and he says 5 stars. He's a verified user. Noob Salbot says the N-word. That's the entire review.
There is no way that is true.
I don't believe it either. I just don't believe it.
Well, the N-word might be something other than...
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The rest of these reviews seem fine. But yeah, I want this sort of stuff to succeed. And so I'm kind of all in. Yeah. And I don't know if he signed a deal with the devil or what happened, but Kanata, or however you say his last name, Hiroyuki, am I saying it right? Hiroyuki, maybe? Anyway, the guy that plays
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Scorpion. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
This guy can do nothing wrong ever in anything.
Season 2 Shogun now, please.
Yeah.
He's good in everything. That is true.
Yeah.
Just elevates all content that he's involved with. I love that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's got 2 bangers in it, because I feel the same way about Karl Urban.
Oh yeah.
So I'm watching The Boys, and now he's in that. Like I'm like not really like if there's a Mortal Kombat movie. I'm not the first to line up. If I got nothing to watch and Mortal Kombat's there, maybe I turned it on.
Yeah.
But Karl Urban as Johnny Cage is like fucking diabolical. I'm like, okay, I'm like. I'm like 10% gay for Karl Urban, so like I'll watch it. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this.
I like him too.
I actually kind of want to see it. So
didn't somebody else play? Was there no Johnny Cage in the first one, or did this?
No, the Johnny Cage was the big "see you next movie" tease.
Yeah.
It was like it ended with a zoom in on like a Johnny Cage movie poster or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. They don't even list this guy. The guy you're talking about that plays the character Cole, whatever.
Yeah.
He's not even
there. I went there and checked. He's there.
On the Rotten Tomatoes cast listing, they have left him off.
That's Rotten Tomatoes. I went to IMDb.
I believe you. IMDb. I believe you. I'm just saying it seems rude that they didn't put him in there. Like the
protagonist of the first one is not top billing. Imagine if Empire Strikes Back did not put Mark Hamill anywhere, but like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's doomed. He's doomed.
Yeah, he's going to die, or he's transforming into someone else that possibly will be played by another actor or AI.
It's not this Joe, or it's not Bai Han, is it? That's not the character? Bihan, is that how you say it?
No. Okay. Bihan is the original Sub-Zero.
Oh.
Who eventually becomes Noob Saibot.
And he drops the N-word. All right.
does not
going.
drop the N-word. I guarantee you he does not drop
You haven't
the
seen it,
N-word.
John, but Daimler
I
has. What do
guarantee
know?
you he doesn't say it.
Yeah, Daimler seems to have a different story than the rest of us.
Daimler don't know shit.
He really doesn't.
He doesn't say it.
Doesn't know nothing.
All right.
I do know this, though. We're going to take a break. When we come back,
I
go
got
ahead.
One more.
Go.
It's a crime that you didn't put this in the notes, but I was on a Steam Deck and couldn't add it because the keyboard's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Or I'm bad with it. Stranger Than Heaven had a huge deep dive.
Wait.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't put it because I didn't watch it. That's the problem.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
Well, I don't have much to say other than it looks pretty good. I think it answered a question. This is like Yakuza -1, maybe, because the main character does mention the founding of the Tojo clan, and they showed Satonbori and Shinjuku, Kamurocho and Shinjuku. You know, the fictional neighborhoods in, I believe it's Osaka and downtown Tokyo and Shinjuku. But like, anyways, so I'm like, oh, I recognize some spaces. So I think they're making like a different game with a large scale and time. But this is Yakuza lore, dude. This is, if you're playing a Yakuza game, this is like, I was like interested. Now I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to play it. It's a new
this
Yakuza
is the
game.
super prequel. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm interested
yeah.
in it for sure. I definitely am interested in it. I
Yeah.
didn't watch
Also,
the deep dive. It's one of those things where it's like I'm already in, so
May as
I
well
don't
just
know-
wait for it. Yeah.
yeah.
There seem to be some celebrity names in, but I don't recognize most of them except for
Snoop Dogg is in
Snoop Dogg is kind of
Yeah.
a really important character in this, and he's all like, he's a black man, but he's got like the Asian style beard going. Something strange is going on here with this guy, and he's your master.
Okay.
So you'll be like, I don't know, going to get your quest, and he's going to be like, hey, how's it going? Or however it is. You know how
Whatever he says.
I was watching Bo gear up. He was teeing up for his
do a
Snoop
cool,
Dogg
like,
impression. It started, and he immediately stepped back and was like, "My bad."
I don't know. I just don't think I can capture his essence. We know how the D-double-D, I'm the Snoop Doggy guy.
Yeah. It's still. Yeah.
And so he's in the actual like deep dive, talking about how he played his role and stuff. Like, he's super proud of his performance and this character. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
that's cool, I guess. I don't know.
I'm fine with
I'm
it. I don't like stunt casting most of the time, but I'm fine with him in there.
Yeah, but Yakuza, in the games, there's always a stunt cast now. Danny Trejo was in Infinite Wealth.
Yeah,
As he
you had
should be.
Samoa. You had Samoa Joe in
Yeah.
the Pirate Yakuza one.
Yeah, so that's just like a North American big name is kind of becoming a staple now, and it's fine. You know,
I
Who's,
think
who's Samoa Joe? Is that a wrestler?
He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know that.
He's
yeah,
awesome.
like Snoop Dogg is like probably the biggest get. I mean, Danny Trejo is very well known too, but Snoop Dogg is.
It sounded like Girl Scout cookies. I'm getting Samoa Joe's from that Girl
Yeah.
Scout. Mm. Anyway, well, there you
Stranger
go.
Than Heaven, it's looking like a must play for me. So that's kind of a new development.
That other thing's still canceled, right? The Dragon Clan deal, whatever it was.
Well, I don't think it's been
Gang of
confirmed
Dragon?
yet, but
Yeah.
It's not canceled, but they're shopping for someone to pay for the development. So
Okay. That's
I
the
know
one that
it.
really grabbed me. So I'm a little sad that
Me
that's.
too. It looked pretty sick, and like arguably, depending on what you're following, I believe it's like the Yakuza original creator has left to go make that somewhere else. So that's we've seen a wave of people, of older developers, leave their studios and try various things to like varying success. Some not through any fault of their own and has ended in failure. Some has not been well received. Some have gone on to do pretty cool things. And so this is like another example of like, why wouldn't the Yakuza guy stay with the Yakuza studio? But
Yeah.
clearly, I think the needs of Sega and the needs of the creative person. I don't know why I say creative.
Creative.
The
creative
needs of the
person.
creative person, varied at some point. So that's why it's like, it's Yakuza, but it's his best version of that game. And it did look pretty sick, honestly, right? Like,
Yeah, it looked really good.
yeah, so, and while I think Stranger Than Heaven looks sick, it didn't look as sick as Gang of Dragon. So,
Yeah.
but what are you going to do?
But I also just like it's something new. Like it may be like, oh, this is basically back end of the Yakuza modern story.
My my prediction threshold has lowered greatly. When I saw that we're going to Sotenburi and Shinjuku and it's Tojo Clan, I'm just like, oh, my expectations have now diminished to this is just a Yakuza game. Like, if they add new things, great. There's definitely more production value, but like, if I'm like walking around playing shogi and poi poi in Shinjuku again, then like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to be surprised or disappointed.
Chat room says Samoa Joe's in Twisted Metal show. Does he play Sweet Tooth? Is that who that is?
I think I'm pretty sure he's Sweet Tooth, if I remember correctly.
That's a show I've been promising myself I would just sit down and binge, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I want to though.
I got a new one for you to binge that I binged this week. I don't watch that much TV, but I got to drop a recommendation, especially to John.
Sure. What is
it? But Maul Shadow Lord, the new Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
It's cool.
It's on my radar. I keep saying like I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna walk in and watch it.
Yeah. It's still on the cartoon level, but like, and it's anyway. Watch it. I thought it was. It's pretty sick.
My daughter will not shut up about it. She's so into it. She's like, Dad, stop everything you're doing and watch it.
I watched it all in one night. I was like, let me watch 2 episodes, and I banged out the entire thing in an evening. And I was like, that was awesome. Well, see you in 3 years. For the next one.
It is the best part of those prequels, in my opinion. Is that
but
dude?
Like, yeah, it's not good in like the Andor sense of good, but it's good in the sense of like it's still a pinnacle of the cartoon, like what they're doing with that animation style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and like Maul is like going for like character in the most episodes of anything of all time at this point. He's in Star Wars, he's in all of Rebels, he's in all of like Clone Wars, and now he's got his own show. And
not bad for being in the movies for 6 minutes. He's created quite a legacy for himself.
Quick poll results on whether people will see the new MK movie. It just ended, and the poll 57% say that they will go see it. 29% say maybe.
Did anybody know the poll was going? Because I gotta say your sample size is a little low.
It's pretty low.
How many responded?
I didn't warn anybody, so all it does is pop in the chat. So if they're not paying attention, they wouldn't know. But
we polled all of 7 people.
Yeah, 7 people. 4
now
of which,
chat's like, I didn't know a poll was happening.
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Yeah, we gotta keep. I don't know how to make that, because also when Tolbert does donations in here, sometimes we only get a few people because they just aren't seeing it. They're like doing dishes and listening to us or something.
Yeah, we're a podcast format. We're not
Yeah, we're also like many hours, so it's not like you sit here. Oh, I can't wait for the polls to start. Maybe.
And gather round, children. The core is on for the next 7.5 hours.
Yeah,
Let's see if they do a poll.
I'll be more verbose about the poll in the future, but I still think even with that small sample size, I think that sounds about right. That's about how many people see it. About 60% of us, and that's fine.
I mean, it's right 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
There you go. Statistics are made up by the people who make them, or whatever. What's the phrase? That's not the phrase. Statistically, everyone knows a thing about statistics. Is that it?
100% of the statistics you don't take.
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew that was it. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the games we played. Great time to mention that this show exists through your support of the show at patreon.com/ where is it? patreon.com/core show. You can alternatively sub to our Substack as well, and you can learn all about it at frogpants.com/core. All of it's up on the website. No commercials, pre-show content every week, host specials, Patreon, getting articles now, all kinds of fun stuff happening for you at frogpants.com/core today. We'll be right back with more. Hey, we're back. Bo is about to tell us about prison chips. Bo, what's a
nice segue?
What's a prison chip?
So John was lamenting, just for our audio listeners to get the full context, John was lamenting the fact that kids ruined Butterfinger BBs, whatever those are, because kids were choking on them.
Right.
Apparently. That's what
the rule,
chat says.
or the rule.
And I wanted to get involved in the conversation, and I came across something it's apparently new to me, and I might have oversold it, but on that same wavelength, apparently I think these are U.S. prisons.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. prison system, as part of its commissary, has some really kick-ass potato chips.
Really?
And And I think the company that supplies potato chips to prisons made a deal with Amazon because you can get them on Amazon now, and all the reviews are like, "Man, this reminds me of prison." and I'm so stoked to finally get these. I haven't had these since I was convicted of murder in prison. Like everything's like, this is finally the prison chips.
What
I
are
can't
they?
remember what it's called. I have to like look it up.
Okay, you can actually. I went and searched for prison chips, and it came up.
If you say the name, it might ring a bell.
The whole shebang.
That's it. Those are the chips. Apparently, these chips are amazing. At least 9 out of 10 convicts recommend the whole shebang potato chips.
Wow. Okay, so you can get sets. You can get sets of these for. Let's see.
They might be crap. Like I don't know. It's just the Amazon reviews for them are often reference the fact that I haven't had these since prison.
Wow. And these are cut. These are. I'm surprised it isn't just Lay's or somebody has some deal with the prison system. Like, you know what I mean?
No, they were only available through the prison system, but apparently they made a deal with Amazon as their first commercial outing because there's so many ex-convicts walking around. Maybe there's an actual market for them. I don't know. Outside of the prison system. Let's scroll down, check out the reviews, see if I'm wrong. I saw it on social media, so I haven't personally checked the actual page myself.
Let's see. Delivery came. That's fine. Customers positive feedback. It's similar to British chips. However, the value of the money received.
Okay.
Let's see. Reviewed in the United States. Never buy these. Give them a chance. I don't see any prison references necessarily. But the fact that I could search for prison chips and it came up is pretty funny.
Yeah, those are the prison chips. So I don't know. Maybe other people are putting them in, or you got to maybe you can search consumer reviews. Go up.
Here's one. Can't find these chips anywhere but the county jail. I can't believe they're on Amazon. They burst with flavor of barbecue, vinegar, garlic. They're like an all-in-one chip.
This guy says they call them prison chips, and I get it because once you start, there's no escape.
Okay, no, these are people on board. You got to find the real ones. My friend in prison kept talking about these, so I bought them to try. I love them, unlike any other chip.
Okay. They're mentioned.
One more below. My husband works at a prison and brought some home one day. I've been hooked ever since.
Weird. How did you find out about
it? It was just a social media post. Mostly it's garbage on there because we lost sight of what social media was for this reason.
Long time ago, yeah.
Find out weird things that are going on in our universe that we don't know about. Mm-hmm. And I'm very pleased I came across this post over on Blue Sky, and I was like, I'm glad I know prison chips exist because now if it comes up, I have a conversation topic, like at a dinner or something, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys know about prison chips?
Yep.
What a great way to open a combo. And, anyways, there you go.
No, there you go.
I did it. I did it today. I did it, Reddit. You're welcome.
Well done. That's great. You know what? Bring social media back to what it once was, sharing weird shit with each other instead of just fighting about stuff we can't control. I think that'd be great. Yeah. Guys, gamers, we heard you. You want to hear about the games we're playing, and we're going to do that right now. Let's get into it. They're the shared play this week, Diablo 4. John, or Bo, you played too, right? Didn't you play?
I played. It's a campaign completion. I don't know why. That doesn't sound right.
I played the campaign completion. Yep.
Doing anything to completion generally implies naughty business. So
gotcha.
But it was coming out of my mouth before I could change course.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
I played.
Just keep digging that hole.
I played Diablo to completion, boys.
Well done. Did Diablo show up in your playthrough of Lord of Hatred?
Wouldn't that be a spoiler?
It would be.
So
Baron, are we doing
Scott's immediately like, let me jump on this.
No, don't do it.
How did it end?
I don't want to know.
Only ask me. Why don't you ask John and then report your progress as well? Because we've all been playing it.
I played too, but here's the thing. I played a bunch, but I have not quite finished the campaign, so I don't actually want to know this yet.
God, it's like a 2-hour campaign.
I know. You would not believe the pile of work I have in front of me right now. My game time has been so bad.
I get it.
My game time has been so bad, but I did get a bunch of time in there, and I'm pretty close, I think. I will say...
I watched one of your VODs playing it, so you were hammering away on the Warlock.
The one... also, I got real hung up with I'm having a weird... video card problem that I cannot figure out with some ghosting that's happening. I got to figure it out. So that I spent a bunch of time troubleshooting a thing instead of playing it, and it was pissing me off. But anyway, I got to a part of this game that actually made me choke up a little, and I didn't think it would. And I won't say what it is. We don't need the Baron for this, because you guys will know as I imply it, and then people who haven't played it.
It's a short campaign. I think you're the only one that hasn't finished.
Yeah, I'm very close. I'm like right toward the end.
So I feel like we can spoiler Baron.
You want to spoiler Baron it? I mean,
if you want. If you don't, but like I get what you're saying.
I'll hold off. I'll just say the part that gave me some feels was when a certain character showed up.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of light around it, and that should tell you what I'm talking about.
I agree.
You didn't need to add any other qualifiers. All you had to say was when a character showed up, both Bo and I went, and then you added more to it.
Yep, I did.
You need to learn to stop.
I can't.
That's why I'm like, let's just do spoiler Baron. Let's just,
I don't want to spoil that part though, because I want people to experience that.
Keep a scorecard of how many times further details are added to this character.
I want people to experience it, because instead of that feeling of like, oh, you guys are just playing with my Diablo memories and that's just fan service or whatever, it instead made me go, I actually went, oh my gosh, I am so happy to see this person. Like I actually got excited.
I got choked up, and I was definitely feeling feelings, a little teary, and I was like, gosh dang it, why did they wait so long for this? Mildly irritated that I'm just like, oh my god, like, okay, it's great, it's good.
Yeah,
it was good.
It's really good. I've been enjoying the hell out of the Warlock. I still am. I will probably tonight have time to finish it. I'm pleased to report
it's not the only moment. I thought towards the end was pretty strong as well. So there's another. It doesn't have to do with a new character appearing. No. It's just got to do with the story itself. But like the way they unfold everything, I was like, oh yeah, like this is a great act 2 to the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to really feel I'm starting to really feel things. I'm starting to get really invested in all the characters, the new ones they've introduced, and what's happening with them. But I guess we can't talk about the ending quite yet. John, did you even get to Vessel of Hatred yet?
Oh yeah, where are you, John? That's right, you started over.
Yeah, I started over. So last week I was playing Diablo 4.
Yeah.
And in the week since, I finished Diablo 4, beat it. And then I played Vessel of Hatred, and I beat it. Mm-hmm. And now I've played Lord of Hatred, and I beat that too.
Oh my lord!
So
I am slow. Jeez, Louise.
First question. I don't care about D4, but Vessel of Hatred, am I right? Is it shit?
Okay, so here's my take on Vessel of Hatred. If I had played that when it came out, I would not have been happy. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have. As part 1 of a 2-part act, it was fine.
The Hatred arc, Vessel of Hatred, and Lord of Hatred.
Yeah. I mean, as what I kind of view, there's a part of me that feels like I don't feel like they designed it this way. So I want to be very clear on what I'm saying here. I don't want people to think that Blizzard went in and wrote one game and then started chopping it up.
Yeah.
But what I feel like is if you look at base Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, and Lord of Hatred, I feel like that would be, the storyline wise, a solid one game.
I agree with that.
And if you're going to try and do what I think they're going to try and do, I do think that you've got two obvious expansions coming on that one game. I think that's kind of where I have found narratively it seems like it makes the most sense. Like if that came out, and if the game and these 2 expansions came out and that was Diablo 4, you'd be like, hell yes. They did it again.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, boy, I wonder if we're going to get an expansion that's all going to be about a certain prime evil. And I wonder if after that, we're going to get another expansion about the person whose name is on the flipping box.
Yeah.
I feel like all of that would make sense to me. But so I feel like this has really told a satisfying narrative from the start to the end. And there's a part of me that's very glad I did not ever revisit Diablo again until this point, because I feel like this is a really good, first of all, a really good spot for the game. I think this is the most I've enjoyed playing Diablo for. I think it's the most I've enjoyed the systems in Diablo 4. I think it's the most I've enjoyed the story. I don't think that there were no pivots to the story. Like, there is a part of me that thinks like, I think some stuff might have changed. I think some plans might have ended here, and altered. But I think there is a satisfying arc from what we got in Diablo 4 to how this ends. It tells what feels like a very complete story with plenty of room for more to go. So I'm really happy with where we're at.
Yeah.
And I think that overall Diablo 4 is in a pretty good place. I've had a lot of fun playing it. I think the biggest issues with Diablo 4 remain issues that are tied to it being a live service game. I'll tell you, like, one of the biggest ones is not knowing when the hell I can quit the game. The amount of times where I'm like in the middle of a quest where they're like, it's been talk to this person, talk to this person, now talk to this person, now talk to this person, now talk to this person. And I'm like, I gotta take a break. I gotta stop here because I keep walking away from my computer to go do stuff, worried that a little goblin's gonna pop out and kill me while I'm sitting out somewhere. And I'm like, I just gotta quit. And it's like, talk to somebody. Shit.
Oops.
I apologize, everybody.
Yeah.
Got a hard time, and look who's.
I gave Scott a issue. You can bleep that in post, right?
Sure, and go back. Take care of it. It's fine. No worries, everybody.
To me, though, honestly, John, that falls into the kind of spoilers where you're like, I should probably play it.
So talk
You
to
heard
somebody,
Yeah.
talk to a character and let them know you're ready to move forward. And I would go, okay, so clearly if I talk to this person, that's going to progress the story to the next area. I'll stop here. And then I leave the game and I come back and I'm 4 dialogues back in a different area of the map. And it's like, why? Because it's a live service game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the store.
The game's not like that, though. I think it's just the expansion.
Yeah.
No, the base game is like that too.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I never had that problem in the base game, but
I had this problem in the base game as well. Not as bad. I've noticed in both expansions it was a further jump back than it was before. But it's just a weird issue. The store is still a problem. I really don't like it, mostly because of their prices. Jeez, I've never seen a company more proud of the work they do than Blizzard. It is insane the amount they are charging for cosmetic items, because they've put legitimately cool stuff up in the store. Obviously, they said they weren't going to, but they did. That's where all the best stuff is.
Yeah.
And right now they're doing a big World of Warcraft tie-in, a second one where they have a bunch of armor from the game. They put in a bunch of mounts, a bunch of pets. And I was like, I've got a bit of extra points from buying the expansion. Maybe I can go buy a Murloc pet. That's got to be cheap, right? Like, all it does is just run behind me and pick up
like
shit.
$30, at least Canadian. It's like
American, it's like $25 for a Murloc pet that's just going to run around behind you.
yeah, to vacuum up your gold. That's his whole point in existing. It's so dumb.
And you already bought 2 other ones, and have 10 free ones, but they're not cool like the Murloc.
So I was like, oh, well, no. And so I looked through all of them. They want like $50 for the 75% off collection of WoW armors. And it's just crazy how much that stuff costs. So I don't love that. I don't really love the battle pass stuff. Like that stuff still kind of having something that's in the background that you're unlocking and letting you pick items is kind of cool. Having it tied to a premium, and I don't think the pacing with which they roll out those rewards is very good. They actually have a little one for World of Warcraft right now. That actually is somewhat reasonably priced, but the items in there aren't as good as what you spend a shitload of money for. That one is actually paced pretty well. It's like every time you kill an elite, you get a little charm, and you need X number of charms to buy stuff, which is a little predatory because you get the charms regardless of whether you can use them or not. In a way, I think that's good because if you do decide to buy it, you have this currency accrued, and it's not like, oh, I'm starting from zero. But on the other hand, you're also sitting there with the game going, if you gave us some money, you could use this item. And I think that's shitty too. So I'm not exactly sure what I think the best way to handle that is, because it's on one hand, if you decide to cave and buy a thing, it would be nice if what you had done had counted towards that. But on the other hand, it's really not fair for them to be keep gathering, keep gathering this item. You want to spend it? Give us some cash.
Even after you finish unlocking the battle pass, John, you can still accrue tokens for the next, and they carry over to the next season.
Yeah.
So because I've been playing every season, every time I go to buy a battle pass, I already have 99 tokens, I just unlock everything like in the first. It takes me longer to unlock everything than it does to earn. You know what I mean? I buy the battle pass and I've unlocked 80% of the items.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is they? I feel like it's consumer friendly, but also undermines the whole system. It's really weird.
Yeah. But, and so that's the stuff I still don't like. But at its core, like the main experience, I think this is a pretty solid game. There is some weird stuff. I'm trying to kind of get my head around. What is stuff that bothers me because it's bad versus what is stuff that bothers me because this is my first time back and I didn't see a bunch of iteration. Because I will say, as I play, I've thought more than once, wow, I really liked the way Diablo 3 did this better. And I feel that way about several things like gems and stuff. I'm like, gems are so weird in Diablo 4. Why don't they just do the D3 system? It was way better. And I kind of keep going back in my head and thinking like, oh, this is cool, but I really liked D3 better. There is a part of me that asks the question, and I don't know the answer to this. How much is it because I stuck with D3 and I played through all those iterations, so I knew it like the back of my hand, versus this where I literally asked Bo at one point. I was like, Bo, how do you unlock Torment difficulty? Like, I messaged him because I'm like, I don't know how to unlock Torment difficulty. I didn't know because it turns out if you just mainline Diablo 4's story quest, there's a capital city you never go to. The one in Skazglen you don't go to unless there's no main story quest that takes you there. You have to choose to go there on your own. That's where the pit is located to unlock that. And the pit is what gets you access ultimately to Torment difficulty. So I'm running through on whatever the name of the difficulty is before Torment 1, and I am destroying everything. Like, it's not fun.
Just face rolling
even remotely. Like, it is so fast. And I'm like, I've got to be able to get Torment 1 unlocked at the very least. And I just didn't know how to do it. And I read the description because it does tell you when you look at the difficulty selector, it's like cleared level 10 of the archive, whatever. And I'm like, Bo, these words don't mean anything to me. I don't know what this means. I don't know.
You got to do some season journey and then the pit. But like, I directed you where to read it, and you're like, I read it, I still don't know, and that's where you're like, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. I don't love that.
So is it, and that's where I'm like, well, was that also a problem in Diablo 3, but I never ran into it because I was with it through the entire thing, just like I'm sure people who have stuck with Diablo 4. It's like, oh yeah, I remember when they added the pit. I know what all this stuff is. But me coming back, the pit didn't exist when I played. So
But
that's completely foreign to me.
Right.
Diablo 3, you logged out and set your difficulty and logged back in, which is way more intuitive than click on a statue and meet some arbitrary requirements. I feel like D3 had requirements for Torment as well at some point, but
It did.
Like
I
you
think
said,
it
we
tied
were-
to the rifts and stuff like that. I think
we were playing it. I mean, the pit is basically Rifts. Like, it
Yeah.
is basically the same system. It's just less clear. I generally find D4 a little less clear than D3 in its explanations of things.
Yeah, and I don't know if John, if you noticed, obviously you've noticed, but like early in Diablo 4's release, you had to go upgrade your potions all the time, and that's how you would get additional ones. So
yeah, I
you
noticed
do all
that's
these
gone.
things, and it's just straight up gone. And if you missed all that patch out, it's kind of that threw me because I had missed a chunk of gameplay where or the period where that was removed. Either that or it just wasn't an issue for whatever I was playing in the game. And so when I came back this time, I was like, well, where's my lady for the I've done enough here for the potion upgrade already. Where the hell's the lady? Nothing. And it's not like the game has to hold my hand every time I go, now, Scott, we removed that 4 patches ago. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I just wish there was a better way to catch up on that.
Well, and it feels like they felt the need for those NPCs to still serve some purpose because those NPCs are still there. They just do different stuff now. So it still looks like it's important.
Yeah.
But then you go and talk to them and they're not that important. Yeah. And I did reach kind of what Bo talked about not yesterday, last week. With difficulty because he did talk a lot about it. And it is true. You do eventually get to a spot where I can blow up just about anything right now. The highest I've tested it is Torment 3. I could probably go higher than that easily. Like, named mobs appear and they're dead before they can do anything. In fact, the only reason the last series of bosses in the game took any time at all is because they have invincibility windows where you have to do certain things during certain times. Otherwise, they would have been down in seconds. In fact, there was a boss I really struggled with because of their invincibility windows. I would go stand where I needed to stand because the boss was already dying, and they would spawn a mechanic directly on top of me, and I would instantly die because, like what Bo was talking about, it's not really about how much damage you can do at a certain spot. It's about like not getting hit because you will instantly blow up. I do feel like Diablo 4 has a few too many like you instantly die things. Like there's poison on the ground, there's electricity, there's electric guys that run over and explode on you, there's the sword that floats over you and blows up on you, there's the mortar guys. Like, and once you get to a certain difficulty, all these things just become instant kills, and it stops being fun, and you do find yourself in a weird spot where you're like, I out DPS everything, but it's just not fun to die because I misclicked and I clicked one of the bazillion enemies on the screen instead of the ground, and didn't move. And so I got hit by the stupid sword that flies over the top of you and drops down on you instead of under it. And so I am in a weird spot with regards to that because I am nuking everything I touch right now, but I'm not surviving everything. If they have too many of those BS mechanics.
You're playing Paladin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's like that with the Barbarian too, because like you can stack tons of defensive, so you're like, well, I might as well crank it up. But if your like rotation goes out of order, or you have a window where you've got low defense, you've clicked your whatever your defensives are, and then maybe you got a window where like, oh, I'm a little more vulnerable here. You're like max vulnerable. You're just like, oh, if I get hit in this 2-second window where I don't have any uptime on my defensives, it's not like I'm going to take 20% damage and have like a dramatic back and forth fight where, oh, will I survive? You get one shot. And I think I've been reflecting on the problem with it. And I think the problem is just, this might be sacrilege to people, but we need to get rid of the health pots. We need to get rid of like these instant saves because that trivializes. If you play a game like Hades, it's like it will you need to be worn down after a period of time. I think that's the most interesting way to play these games, is not always having a quick teleport out, a quick way to just cap your health off instantly, because like it just undermines any tension you have about your health getting reduced. So the boss fights do end up being like you're either invincible until you're not, or sometimes you just stay invincible depending on where your build is at, and it's like,
Well, there's a big issue though with that. If you take that out, you suddenly lose one of the core fantasy tenets of the original Diablo. And I know this may sound trite and not a big deal, but the sound of those things being drunk, the feeling it gives you of like, ooh, phew, I dodged that bullet. Like all other action RPGs in the wake of Diablo over the years, they all do it. They all have them too.
Yeah, they all have them, except like I would point to Hades is arguably an action RPG in the same vein, and they don't do that. Healing is very limited. And
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's an advantage to them because they don't have there's weird luggage with that you have to carry with these games forward. If you don't have health pots, people think you're weird. Or if you oversimplify them, there's still people mad that these things don't work like they did in Diablo 2, where you had to, half your inventory was carrying around potions and shit. And
well, you're seeing that with other games, like in a weird way, because Blizzard has to have a guaranteed revenue, and they know how to, they gotta they have to make their customers happy. We're seeing what happens the opposite right now. Slay the Spire is getting review bombed for people getting their power fantasy broken in the name of balance, and Helldivers 2 is also in the process of getting review bombed for like the 10th time. But like Helldivers is like, oh, something's getting used a lot, it's very broken at OP, let's nerf it. And then the people get mad. Like word of mouth gets bad, your marketing gets bad, people think your game sucks, your balance sucks. You're trying to actually make a good game, but all your customers are mad. Are you really making a good game from a business perspective? And it made me reflect on Diablo, where they're like, oh, this is why they're leaning into it. Every time they take something away from somebody, it's like the biggest drama ever. So that's why we have all the torment levels, because if they made everything suck but gave you one challenging Elden Ring style thing, you may think the customers would be like, oh, I love Elden Ring. Yeah, make it hard. But most of their customers are actually going to bitch and complain. Like getting rid of health pots would probably be the best thing the ARPG genre would like benefit from. But nobody can do it because they're a business. And when customers are mad, that's an indication and signal you're messing up. You're not like, we stopped serving free bread and water at our pasta place. The customers hate it, but it's good for their health. So we're going to keep doing it even though they're mad. It's like, no, all right, keep giving them the carbs.
Yeah, if anything, D4 is a return to what people said they wanted, because in D3, they introduced the bubbles that healed you, and you didn't pick them up. They just were there. And you had a cooldown on your health. Your health files. People are like, it's too simple.
Oh,
that's baby game or whatever.
Right.
And so now it's like back to, well, you physically have 4.
I've been saying this a lot lately. I think it was better in Diablo 3.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I just think that they took shit for that, and this is their solution, and I'm not sure it's better than the problem. Like this is a boring solution. It's like it feels like it's there again because it has to be there. It doesn't feel like it's there to be interesting. Yeah, I agree.
Like whether you liked it or not, at least Diablo 3 had potions that did different things, so you could tailor it around something. This is like you get 4 potions and they just do this one thing. But it is so part of why I'm where I'm at is because there is a level of openness to the game, which is when I went through, I didn't have a build in mind. I didn't look up any builds. I didn't go, oh, what's this? I got a really good pair of artifact or, not artifact, but it's not their legendary. It's not like the orange items. It's the kind of like off red ones.
Oh, yeah.
And it
forgot those are called.
It was frost based, and I was like, this is a weird choice for a paladin, but let me lean into this. And then I got another one that leaned into it more, and I got another frost based item. I was like, I guess I'm a frost paladin now. Look at this. And so I kind of just leaned into it and just ran with it and just built around that. And then I got a really good legendary that was thorns based, and I was like, all right, frost and thorns. That's what my build is. I'm not looking up to see how it goes. I'm not doing anything else. I picked the abilities I liked, not the abilities that some website told me was good. And that carried me through to where Torment 3 is pretty darn easy for me to do. Now I'm at a spot where survivability is a problem, which is basically the way the game is telling me, okay, you can't just keep picking what you like. If you want to survive, you got to change it up a little bit. And I don't want to. I don't think that's very fun. So I think there's a decent chance that maybe Torment 3 is where I call it in terms of difficulty. I could probably go higher than that and still be okay. Because, again, I am nuking things ridiculously fast.
I mean, if you're at endgame now, you're playing the season journey game. If there's any more guided content, so you may change your build to accommodate it. Like Barb, Whirlwind build, which I played last season, is like pretty effective at groups, but it's terrible at single target. And at the highest Torment 4 at that time, it was taking me too long. So I'm like, I gotta change my build to like something single target, but ain't nobody got time for that shit. There's so many like stats and stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna stop playing.
Yeah, and I that's kind of where my head's at too. Is it's like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna see what content I can see at this level, and then I think I'm done. I don't think I'm gonna keep going, because again, I think Diablo 3. Keep saying it. People hate that game, but I'm telling you, it's underrated.
We're the Diablo 3 fan club.
I love Diablo 3.
I think Diablo 3 is grossly underrated. I think it's the best Diablo game. So
the hush tones will help. People are gonna,
yeah, nobody will be like, "Oh, John said it."
That'll be fun.
I found the set chase to make a broken build. That was a grind that I found super fun. The loot grind, as I can see it now, I don't think is very compelling to me. I haven't gotten to a place where it's fun, because before, when I finished Diablo 4 the first time, I was like, this isn't fun at all. I'm done. Now I understand it to be fun. I don't believe it's compelling enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to challenge myself, step outside, try and keep this going to really chase something. I think I'm probably just done. And that's where I'm going to be with the game. That said, I am no longer in Diablo 4 bad game camp. I think the game that exists right now, if you pick up both expansions, I think the game you get with all of that is pretty good.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I like it a lot right now. And I also just think they redeemed a lot of, I'm not totally done. I'm pretty close. But that campaign and that story, as short as it sounds like it might be, is a big jump up from previous stuff. And maybe it's just because we finally have some tying of loose ends and some really interesting reveals, or I don't know why they waited this long to do some of that, but
they seem to not really know why they waited so long too, because there is a chance where you can ask some questions about that, and it feels like they did later explain it a little better, but it feels like the initial explanation is like, man, why'd this take so long? And the answer is, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's what is time, man? You lose track of it. Before
you're trying not to get into spoilers, but that whole thing was very, I felt that was meta commentary for sure.
Yeah.
But like not a very good, like if a Blizzard developer had said what the character said, you'd be like,
you'd be so mad.
Is this like way at the end? I'm trying to think of.
No. There's literally the character that we're not talking about because nobody has accidentally slipped up and said the first syllable or anything.
No.
There's a part where you can ask that character, why didn't you come and help before?
Right.
And the answer you get is, I just lost track of time.
Yeah.
I was busy doing other things, I lost track of time.
To be a little more precise, I think it was that he got dispirited.
He or she. We don't know.
Yeah, they got dispirited. That does come up later because it does get brought up again, where they volunteer more information about what was going on, and they kind of go deeper, and it's like, okay, so it's not the surface level of, I don't know, man, I got real high and didn't know what was going on.
The problem with that bullshit, all right, is that these Horadrim teleport every time you finish a dungeon. They got a teleport ready to go, and so it's like, you're telling me you couldn't take 5 minutes to open a teleport?
He was busy. They were busy.
He
Sorry.
was busy.
They were busy.
The answer was, I was sad, and that's it.
They were busy.
That was, that was definitely a meta commentary, and like.
Yeah.
They didn't need to include that. I
But
mean,
he also had an answer. That person had an answer as to where they were, though, and what they were fighting.
Yeah, but it was mostly because they were sad. That's the impression. They were sad.
Yeah, you're right.
And it makes a little bit of sense in the context of maybe the person hadn't had to deal with sadness before,
Maybe they've only dealt with. No, that'll give it away if I say what they've dealt with.
Yeah, stop. We gotta stop.
I won't do that anymore.
Spoiler Baron's got. I'm already gonna label this all spoilers, even though we tried not to.
Yeah,
it's my own damn fault.
Yeah.
I understand who's to blame this time.
Yeah,
but look. It's fine. It made for a great moment. Which again, if you look at the game, if you look at what we have now as a whole, it's a great time for that character to show up.
Yes.
When you've spent X number of years playing this game, there is a level of finally, thank you.
Yeah.
We've only been asking this question for the entire time since it got released.
Yeah, I just took real hard in it. It was this moment of like, thank you for being here finally and giving me this feeling. Like, because I haven't been invested in the Diablo feeling in a while. Like that feeling of, I don't know. Like, do you guys remember?
Literally only two characters that like this. You need to label this spoilers because it's important. There's literally only two characters that could do it, and one of them's dead. That's Dick. So fill in the blanks. Like, what other character could be? Is it freaking? I don't know.
I mean, it's not heartwarming to see Diablo, so we're not talking about him. He's not there.
Freaking the Paladin Glory. Although, actually, if Glorious showed up again, I'd feel that way too.
Glorious.
Which, again, another travesty. The rogue from D3 shows up, but the Paladin buddy, the guy in D3 who every time you get a big kill, he goes, glorious!
Glorious! I got it.
The best part of D3 somehow...
John Dar! Yeah, that guy.
Yes, yeah. John Dar. I was, whatever it was he said, but every time, John Dar.
I love that guy. Your companion,
this guy
mercenary.
is not in D4, but somehow the rogue that no one gives a shit about is like a side quest given character. And I'm like, did we play different games? Like, what the hell? Like, Glorious was a meme. Like it.
I loved him. He was the best.
Somehow not in this game.
Even when he was disadvantageous to take around with me with whatever character build I had in 3,
yes,
I'd still pick him. What
if Johanna showed up? Johanna's in Diablo 4.
She's in there.
It's just not that Johanna.
It's too far in the future that most of those people, I think, would have passed on.
Yeah, a lot of them are dead. They weren't immortal in the way certain characters.
Also, the Diablo 3 story is unfinished.
Yeah.
So
they're finishing it in the mobile game, I think. I think that's what's happening.
Actually, there are elements of that to be true because I know Vala had a big storyline in Diablo Immortal.
She did. And what's his name? I mean, Deckard Cain was still in that. I don't know if that's...
How was he still in that? He died in 3.
I think Immortal is a prequel to
it's a
3.
prequel.
Oh, it's a prequel to 3. I thought it was just after 3.
No, but it seems like
the Immortal team understands. They're like, man, people want to see Deckard Cain. Let's set it before 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this game has got one job to do, which is give us the spoiler Baron, one character that would make us very happy. And they were like, you know what? We're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
I don't think I will. And we're all like, cool, I guess. And then so.
It's let me read this email because it has to do with him. This is not a spoiler. The very opening has him talking and narrating.
Unrelated mentioning of another character.
Yeah, unrelated. But here's this email we got from Sammy O who says, "Hi, core team. This is a Diablo 4 thing. I wanted to tell you guys, You provide me with a lot of entertainment during the busy week through your discussions, so thanks for that. I was recently playing the new Diablo 4 expansion, Lord of Hatred. Excellent, by the way. Production values, music are off the roof. And I saw Lorath up close. He says I won't spoil it here, and realized he looks awfully familiar. He looks like Scott. Scott is a Herodrum in disguise. Now, I would ask you guys, here's me, okay? Check me out.
Yeah.
All the angles, whatever.
Yeah.
That does not look like me.
That does look a little like
Oh,
you.
come on. I don't look like him.
He looks a little like you. That's not an insult. Lorath is fine.
He's a
Yeah,
cranky
Laura's a
old...
handsome man, and he totally banged the queen of...
They're
the
just
Amazon.
friends. They weren't...
No, they banged.
They banged.
Did they
man.
bang? How do you guys know that? That
He
wasn't...
implied it.
He said...
You asked
might
how
not be
close
far
he
enough.
got, and he got as close as you can without breaking my vows or something like that.
Okay, what are their vows?
Not to live on the island because you were too busy banging.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they can bang. Herodrum can bang for sure.
All right,
I'm pretty
so
sure they can bang.
if we're saying I look sort of like... Okay, I guess. I don't know.
It's just they probably banging demons, but Lorath's pretty like normal for a Herodrum, you know. Like Zoltan Cool doesn't like, you know, he's with the imps or whatever. Like he's not like down with the humans. But
Yeah.
Lorath. But I will tell you one thing: you got way better teeth than Lorath because every time he opens his mouth, it's a fistful of yellow in there.
It's a nightmare in there. Yeah.
And it looks like his teeth are made of wood.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the hell?
And I'm with the chat. I don't have this nose. This is a nose of a guy who drank a lot during his off time.
You don't look like identical to him, but like you definitely have like maybe like the head shape is pretty close. You know,
There are
you
similar
get gray hair,
qualities.
and everyone with gray hair looks like everyone else with gray hair. So
I wish I had his voice. I'd love that. Talk like
Yes, you
Lorath.
Yeah.
Down there going, "Aye." You guys got to watch like the first season of The British Office and see that actor just being the biggest sexist douchebag in the world. It's an amazing role. I mean, it's done for laughs. And
I
it's
mean,
not-
I've seen it. I guess I just didn't realize that was him because that was me seeing him before I knew to look for him.
yeah, he's in the.
Yeah.
I can't remember what's his name again. It's
Ralph Emerson.
yeah,
something
Ralph is it Ralph?
I think so.
Emerson. There it is. It's just such a boring name for a guy that has got the coolest voice on the planet.
Great. Now Ralph's not going to listen to
Oh,
our
it's not
show.
Emerson. It's
Katy Perry
Innocent.
this week and Justin Trudeau, and now
It's Innocent. Sorry, I had that wrong. It's Innocent, and he used to look like this. Here you go.
Yeah, like I used to like Ralph Emerson, but then I saw his name.
He was on The Office at about this age,
Yeah.
and it's wild to see. If you guys have ever seen it. Anyway, good on them.
But yeah, Lorath's pretty. Is you know, I would say the final fight was also, they brought it. It was a very good final conflict. So if you haven't,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but I've heard amazing things about that, and I'm very excited to do it tonight.
yeah, no, they put like full effort. You know, like I said, like the dog, like obviously effort went into the Mephisto dog, but the Mephisto dog, it's a final boss. It's kind of like. All
Yeah,
that to fight a dog, I'm like, gosh dang it.
That's what I mean. Like, if I had bought and played that expansion and that's where it ended, I would be disappointed. Fighting that dog knowing this is the act break instead of the end of the expansion really changed my feelings towards that. I don't think it was a bad expansion in the playing it all at once sense. It's a bad
Also-
expansion if I had played it at the time.
Right.
Also, what happens directly, you fight the dog, and then right after they tell you, that was just his toe. You're not like, you didn't do anything. They're like, well, you defeated his toe. We'll have to defeat the rest of him now. And you're like, I paid $60 for this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I keep hearing is that they go all out on what should feel like a big crescendo. So that brings me to my question that we should ask before we move on to anything else. Do you think that this represents the end of where we were and now we move on to the next big phase? And that may have the guy whose name's on the box or whatever. Like whatever it ends up being. Are we past?
I mean,
are we
if if I had to put my money on it, like, look, I don't think this is a spoiler. This is a game about Mephisto. It's called Lord of Hatred. Mephisto's the Lord of Hatred.
Yeah.
This isn't Bale's story. This isn't Diablo's story. They aren't a part of it. It's Mephisto. That said, now that this is wrapped up, I can see a world, and considering they're charging you the price of a video game expansion to buy Warcraft skins,
Yeah, and withholding most of the armor. By
like, I can see a world where, yeah, we're getting another expansion, and now we're going into Bale would be the logical next one. There are multiple. Well, there are multiple places in the game, and I saw this in Diablo 4. There's literally a guy that's like in hell, and he's just going, he's just saying, what is he saying? He's saying, the daughter leads to hate, hate leads to destruction, destruction leads to terror. Leads to hate, leads to destruction, leads to terror. Hate leads to destruction, leads to terror. He keeps saying it over and over again. We just conquered hate. So next up on the cycle, and they kept talking about that in this too. They're like, we got to break the cycle. Next on the cycle is destruction. So next on the list is Bale, in my opinion. They are both out there. Diablo 3 had the Primevals Reborn. So they're both out there doing something. You need to look out for an owl with one eye or a bat with no wings, and that's where they will be.
Right.
They dropped some. They left some doors open for sure. Not just with that, but
there's
you get some
Eru who hasn't had his storyline wrapped up yet. We still got that butthole. Eru, yeah. He's the guy who betrayed you at the last second in the first.
Oh yeah,
expansion.
he lived. I guess. I thought he died.
Well, yeah, he lives. Because you have to pay attention to it, because like he has a little standoff where he's like, I'm gonna fight you, you're gonna have to kill me, and Narelle shoots him with some sort of magic, and then he falls over in a puddle of blood, but he's still breathing, and Narelle's like, let him live with his decision.
Oh, that's right. You think
he's still out there?
You think he could recoup and get back to fighting shape?
Maybe. We still got whatever Prava gets up to. She's still around. See, it feels like there's always one character that's kind of a dick that keeps hanging out.
Yeah, what if Imperius comes back and goes, I saw the whole thing, you're all dead?
We got an answer about that, didn't we?
Did we?
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but
I might not have talked to him.
Yeah.
You do get to ask a character about about what's going on.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
But not only that, after you finish the main campaign, because there's not a ton of side quests, and the side quests are all pretty good, it is important to go back and to do all the side quests, because there's some other lore details that are pretty cool that I found was unexpected, but definitely really neat. So, like high heavens related business. So they're out there, and it just like you don't need a lot of the angels, but you need some angel. Like, you can't just release a Diablo and not put like the Shade of Anarius fight. Is spoiler, sorry, I guess, but like it was cool. That would have been an awesome fight just in the base game.
Yeah,
like just the way he teleports around and he does all this moves from the cinematics. I was like, hell yeah! I was fist pumping on that one. That's a good fight.
The season with the sexy one with the big nipple rings. What's his name?
Asmodan.
Is he still a factor in anything?
All of the D3 bosses are part of season pinnacle content. Like you can fight Belial just like you fought him in D2, like with the whole apron of death. And
I fought him, but I didn't realize I needed items to open his loot. So I went through all the trouble of fighting him, and then his loot dropped, and I went, I can't get it.
Oh. You got to farm keys and then go like on runs to try and kill him to get unique. Like that's how you get, at least used to be. I don't know what it is now, but you get uniques from those bosses on higher and higher difficulty. So you farm keys and you go kill Belial. Asmodan's in there. I think he's more of a world boss, but Asmodan's in there. Butcher was part of the last season as a fight, not like as an actual full boss fight, just like his D3 boss fight. I don't know if he's still in the game.
He's still there because I almost went and fought him before. I was like, hold on, let me see if I have the item.
Slaughterhouse is in Ked Bardu or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
And the other, what's the other boss? Malthael's not in there. But what's the other boss? I thought there was one other D3 boss. But those are the big ones, anyways. They're all in D4.
Is the big fat farty one that's belching out?
Gom or Gom? No, I don't think he's a lesser evil. I think he's just more like general status. So I don't think he's in that.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
the lesser evils are in Duriel, Asmodean,
Echo of
Belial.
Lilith is there. But all, like Echo of Lilith, Duriel, and Dariel, like all the bosses from D4 campaign are fightable.
Okay.
I just remembered us talking about lesser evils, even though she isn't one. I just want to say thank friggin' hell, literally. They finally did Lilith proper in the storytelling.
I agree.
One of my biggest annoyances
Very
through
good.
all of Diablo 4 is Lilith being like, her saying things and me being like, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
No, she's right. And the character being like hating her constantly, like, we gotta kill her.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, guys, hell's gonna keep taking advantage of you, and you've all been made weak by angels and stuff. I would like you to be stronger so you can fight hell. It's like, you know what? Knowing the Lord, that makes a lot of sense, but your character's just like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yep.
And I hated it, and this finally acknowledges, it finally has some moments where it's like, look, we're gonna treat Lilith proper.
Yep.
And they don't retcon anything. In fact, there's even a part where Lilith admits to you that, like, yeah, had you helped her, she would have killed you immediately. Yeah. She's like, yeah, if you had helped me, you would have been the first one to die.
She's still like a demon, and they're like avatars of their nature, right? So that's where like you can't reason with them like a human. But
she's
like,
so much more interesting in this one.
But yeah, she's so much more interesting because she still has because the creation of humans is like her assault on Mephisto in their battle against each other. So like she's unwavering in her support of human life, even in the face of Daddy, who's like just a sad butthole in Arius, right? He's just like, come on, we got these humans. He's like, they're disgusting. I hate them, and I hate you. I hate everything. Yeah. And it's just like, man up, and Arius, Jesus Christ. Like, or Jesus Kane, or whatever.
Jesus Kane. No, Jesus, the other guy.
For Deckard's sake, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like there's this interesting creation myth that like is kind of a subtle, like, you know, because we talked about a while ago how Lilith was like there before Eve and the Adam and Eve, but she was too woke and like liked women's rights and stuff. So God was like, get the hell out of Eden. No women's rights for you. So there's this interesting thing where you're like, no, Lilith is a badass. She was right all along, and she is cast out down to hell. Like, you're, as a player, you're like, yeah, I'm team demon. Like when I'm playing, I'm like, yep. I'm like, I think I'll ride for Lilith. I don't think I'm going to ride for these pansy angels and loser heaven. That's like, humans suck. Like, we had enough of humans. You guys go off and die. But Lilith is like, you know what? We're going to make them all pay.
That's right.
Like, yeah, payment. I want payment.
Yeah, give me some payment.
Credit card, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, and so Lilith is awesome. And that was my one. I don't want to get into spoilers, but it ends pretty good too. But it's painful, I find.
Yeah,
Lilith is so awesome.
There was also a moment with, let's just say, another boss fight. I won't give anything away here. That's unique to her. Unique to her story.
We promise we have a good track record.
Yeah, we have a great track record.
We've made it through this discussion so well without spoiling anything.
But I thought that was a real good shakedown of who that character, the one that isn't her, but the one that's closely related to her, how that all turned out, like at the end, I loved that.
I mean, I guess there are two characters you're potentially talking about.
This is pretty vague.
Be talking about either one of them.
It's pretty vague, but there's just like a dressing down of someone.
Oh wait, no, there's three characters because I think you're actually talking about the third.
Yeah, I think I am. If I know where you're, I think I know what you're saying. Anyway, that's an amazing.
Well, I'm lost. So
you don't even know? Okay, good. I'll just say this to people.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I play the game.
There's a moment where a boss character is brought real low in a way that is just, I don't know what you call it. I don't know how to describe it without giving it away.
You're talking about the second one I thought about.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about a boss that Bo already talked about.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He mentioned him. him or her.
Yeah.
Well, now you've narrowed it down
the
to
character's name.
Now you've narrowed it down to the 3 characters I was thinking about. It doesn't matter.
I
it's
loved
fine. Guys,
that scene.
The lore of Diablo is good if you want to dive into it. Nothing in this game is like so crazy that it's like, oh, I can't possibly have it spoiled for me. I think there's some stuff that we should be a little precious about that we haven't brought up or even hinted at that I think is important. And but other than that, like we all knew characters were gonna kind of pop in and things have been shifting around. They've been teasing the return of Lilith since the last expansion. Like that was the thing that was the weirdest is like I had read the summary of the plot for this game, and so I knew Lilith was in it. Mm-hmm. But when I was playing the expansion prior and your character keeps going, "Ugh, it's Lilith inside me," I was like, "Oh, they've been setting this up from the previous expansion. This shouldn't surprise anybody."
Yeah, I was a little jealous actually. I didn't have the time for it, but I was jealous of your playthrough because you kind of got to play the final. You've got to play Diablo 4 as perhaps it was meant to be.
It feels like it.
Played
like, it really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 1.0 just launched.
Yeah.
Thank you all for doing your early access playthroughs of Diablo 4. I'm glad I finally got to join you and get caught up. It's really good now.
Yeah, it's very good. Not a waste of your time. The store is still annoying, but I don't know. Don't go in the store, I guess, is what I would say to people. Don't go look at the cool shit they've made. They want you to pay $75 for.
They have made some cool stuff, but
the new boss. Expensive. By the way, I can leak this here. Somebody in the inside of Blizzard just informed me this is the new boss. We're gonna fight him.
Jeez.
He's called the Cyclops, but it's not quite a Cyclops. It's more like a dude.
That's a purely visual joke. Everybody listening on podcasts is mad at you because they don't understand.
They have every right to be
laughing about.
Every right to be mad at me. All right. Well, there you go.
There's
Diablo
a picture
4.
of Glenn Powell, everybody.
Yeah, Glenn Powell with his eyes way too close together. I didn't alter it at all, though. That's how he actually looks. Moving on. Let's talk about the only other game I really put any big time into this week, or not even that much time, but a little bit. I played a game called Mining Mechs. Sorry, Mining Merchant. Wrong one. I'm thinking of they have this sale going on right now, and it's these same guys I own their other game.
Okay. I was just looking at the notes, and I'm like, I'm reading ahead, which is not maybe what I should do. I should probably just listen to you, but I'm reading ahead, and you go mining, and I think merchanting,
mech merchants, who knows? These guys make these games. They made a game prior to this that I've talked about on the show, in fact, where it's all about mining and, kind of incremental, that genre of incremental growth. So you're mining and getting faster, and every time you go up, you spend more money and you improve your mining mech and blah, blah, blah. Well, this is a different kind of approach. I would say this is something closer to Dave the Diver and Moonlighter had a baby. You go down deep with your drill, but you come up and then you do some chore core. That sounds...
Why are you making it sound so sexy?
So very dirty. But then you have this shop in this like cyberpunk town that you run that sells jewelry and other cool things you make from the ores you mine. And so you have a sales and store phase that's a lot like Moonlighter. And then you have the Dave the Diver phase, which is, go down to the mines, get new biomes, go as deep as you can get, find stuff, bring it up. And then there's a little bit of mini games around like forging and refining materials and that sort of thing. I think it's a really fun little game. I forgot to check the recent reviews on it. It looks like it's at 91%, pretty good. It's only $4.89. Plays perfectly on a Steam Deck, even though it says playable, which usually means there's some problems. I haven't had any issues with that on the Steam Deck, which is mostly where I've been playing it. And if you've been missing some just mining and chorecore kind of vibes, I think Mining Merchant might be your jam. I'm having a really good time with it. So it's basically dig, shop, or sell, and then go dig some more. That's your loop. Upgrade your stuff, get cool gadgets that help you get stuff faster, more capacity because you put points in capacity. There's bombs that'll blow up huge swaths of the underground and give you tons and tons of stuff to go back and sell. And there's a little story, and you got an uncle helping you with shit. It's a whole thing. It's a whole vibe. I like it. Mining Merchant. Yeah, available now on Steam. And again, it's under $5. It's stupid cheap. And having a real fun time with it. A few minutes here and there in Crimson Desert and Shapes 2, but nothing huge to add to either of those. Other than, I still think by the end of this year, Crimson Desert's probably I don't know what's going to beat that game. I really like that game a lot. And then I had problems with my video drivers that have nothing to do with any of these games. Okay.
Wait a second. Isn't GTA 6 coming out?
It is. June still. End of June, right? Is the thing.
I heard someone say we are now the closest to the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 than we've ever been.
Which means
every day we get closer is a new record for the closest we've ever been to Grand Theft Auto 6 actually coming.
Well, that means
that's universally true, so that's a stupid statistic, but I think what is implied is that this is the shortest window between announced release date and where we're at without it getting moved back.
Also, they haven't canceled. Yes, they haven't canceled. But you're right. It could be 1973, and I could be a dude in a huge mustache driving around a Firebird going, well, this is as close as we've ever been to GTA 6. You know what I mean? So I hate that set too.
At the time, that would have been true. But I think the implication of that useless statistic is that it's the smallest window between here's where we're at and here's where the release date is supposed to be.
And there have been no recent signs of delay, last minute delays.
Yeah. Every other time we've gotten this close, they have delayed it. So
And that may be the best game ever made. I don't know. But right now, Crimson Desert is rad, and I love it.
I won't know until it comes out on PC.
PC? Oh, that's right. We're not getting this till... What are we even going to do? Like... PlayStation 30. I don't want some 30 frames per second bullshit. I can't be doing that.
People are going to be mad no matter what when we don't play it.
I want to play it.
You'll play it.
I
right,
won't
Scott?
if it's 30 frames per second. I won't. I have to have 60 plus. And right now, the word is PlayStation 5 or PS5 base model will only do 30. The PS4 5 Pro maybe will do 60.
That's the problem, is this game actually looks really good graphically, and I don't think that old PS5 is going to cut it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I just don't think it's going to cut it. It might. There will be people that it won't bother, but it'll bother me. So I think I'm waiting, but maybe one of us will get it. I'm going to try and pressure it into being Scott.
All right. I mean, we'll see.
Everybody who wants to hear a Grand Theft Auto review from the Core podcast, pressure Scott with me.
Yeah, because maybe it'll happen. If honestly, if they come out and say, hey, it's been decided during the gold release or whatever, this will support 60 consistently on a PS5 base model, I'll do it.
Good. I mean, if this game comes out, doesn't run great, and people aren't up in arms, then I'm going to be mad at them for how they treated Cyberpunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But then again... I mean, GTA 5 came out on PS3 and 360 and was a real pokey mess on those things. It did not look great. I'm not saying this is going to be the same pattern where we got to wait for a whole new generation or whatever of consoles and then finally a PC version comes out. I don't know. Maybe I am thinking that, but I want to play it. I won't do the substandard thing with a game like that. 30 frames it can no longer be my ceiling. I can't do that.
It's a showcase game, so why are you going to play it on something that's not going to showcase it?
Exactly. And then plus we want John and me in a video going gingerly. Remember that?
The great Grand Theft Auto multiplayer sessions.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. We had a good time.
I enjoyed that. Anyway, John, let's talk about, actually it's all you played was Lord of Hatred. That's what you played. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I played Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, and Lord of Hatred. What else do you want from me?
You played 3 video games.
I played through all of Diablo 4 in a week. Like, what else do you want from me?
Yeah.
I've done my part. There's nothing else to talk about this week. I'll talk about something else next week.
Fair.
Week goes by fast, especially when we got a single game that you're involved in, so...
What'd you get up to, Bo? Did you play anything else?
Well, same thing. I played the campaign. I remember I'm playing Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, which I bailed on to play D4. And then I got to once I finished the campaign, I was like, oh yeah, season. I was like, actually, I think I'm going to exit the game and just skip the rest. I'm here for the campaign. It's going to be another week or two of just grinding pit and stuff. I was like, I need to do some other shit.
Yeah.
So I played some more Blood and Wine, done some more quests. Expansion-wise, expansion's always like a limited set of content. I mean, this is a whole-ass continent. Like, you got Velen and Skellige, and there's tons of shit to do. That's this. Like, there's, so I'm getting through it, and like it's finite, but it's still taking me some time. I'm, witchering, right? Help the bird lady, help the bird lady solve her problem.
Oh, good. Good.
And
Happy to hear that. Are you romancing anybody?
Oh, and I found so there's a statue in Beauclair is the name of the capital in Toussaint.
Okay.
And
all right.
And there's a statue, but some scoundrel. So the most important feature of the statue, it's a naked statue, and someone sawed off the balls.
Oh.
And the balls are really important because people come from all over Toussaint and around the world to rub the balls to increase your virility.
Oh.
So as a witcher, you get tasked to find the statue's balls. They can't just put new balls on. The balls are important.
Wow.
And that's a fun quest. It's a fun quest. So the quests are pretty good, man.
Wait, are you saying those balls, they're magic balls then? They're not just balls.
Yeah, they're testicles.
Well, no, but I mean, they work.
But they're magical statue testicles, and you take a Witcher contract to return the stolen testicles from the statue.
Okay.
Someone sawed them off so they could just keep the virility magic for themselves, if you believe.
And it's probably something you have to fight because you just don't find them in a drawer or something dumb like that. You got to go find some huge bird.
I'm not spoiling the quest. Let's just say there's a character and another character, and he's banging like he's 20 again. But then another character comes in and is not happy about who he's banging. It's all about people banging. It's good.
Great.
And there's a white. White. They call them whites.
Yeah, I get called that all the time.
I'm familiar with them. They are my people.
Not white. White.
Oh, okay.
No, WIGHT.
Sure.
White, right?
They like golf and the TV show Friends.
There you go. That's the whites.
There's a white who likes to collect spoons. So if you're into spoons, there's a whole quest relating to spoons.
Spooning or just spoons?
No, spoons, like physical spoons.
All
like
right.
if you like to collect spoons, you might dig this quest.
Okay.
Because this white likes to collect spoons. It's good, man. It's good. It's like this is the gaming par excellence. I'm like, shit, man. Witcher 3 is so awesome, man. It's a good expansion. It's just more of that fun witchering, stuff. So I'm just doing all kinds of stuff, collecting armor. I have my own homestead, or what do they call them? Like vineyard.
Yeah.
You get awarded a vineyard, and so I'm upgrading Corvo Bianco.
It's the wine part of Blood and Wine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, did you call it Corvo Bianco? Is that
No, that's what they call it. It's Corvo Bianco, and that's what you get. And I'm helping some other vintners who are like warring with each other because they both think they're sabotaging each other, but really there's a third party involved, but they're deceased, but his actions are still being carried out. So I'm settling disputes in the land. It's good stuff.
It sounds like
I recommend, if you haven't played it, it's worth going to play Blood and Wine. It's basically a whole ass other game.
That's what I was going to say. Everything I always hear is it's huge, and it's like you bought 2 games, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an expansion is, and this kind of content is usually like 10 to 20% of the runtime and content of the stuff. And this is just like a full ass, like Witcher is basically 2 halves of the primary thing. It's the Velen Novigrad continent and Skellige. Mm-hmm. And like you got like White Orchard and Kaer Morhen, but they're very small. But like, so it's a whole ass other Velen. Like it's got a capital city, it's got tons of countryside, and a giant shitload of side quests and contracts and shit. So it's time consuming. So I'm playing that. It's fun.
Good. Good.
And yeah, I hit the point of no return on the main story quest, and I'm like, well, I don't want to miss out on quests. I might, you never know what kind of testicle action you might see in a quest, so I don't want to miss out on any of them.
No, especially.
And I still haven't done the Gwent. There's a Gwent tournament, another one, and there's a new faction. Everyone's excited. New faction got released in Skellige.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet. So I need to do my Gwent.
Will that make me care about Gwent anymore? if I played this
Excuse
expansion.
me.
No, if you don't already like the greatest card game ever made.
Excuse
then
me,
this
I
isn't
didn't
good.
realize I did a show with a monster because of like Gwent in Witcher 3.
Got to send a Witcher to take me out. I don't. It's fine. Gwent's fine. I just don't feel. I've never felt good playing a card game within a larger game.
Dude, it's not about the card game. 50% of why Gwent is good is the music. You play Gwent and then you hear wahoo, and you're like, shit, this music is making me want to pone the other guy at Gwent.
Well, you've really sold me on the music just now with that rendition of it. You really,
yeah, it's a good one. But no, seriously, like the music is really good in Witcher 3, and like playing Gwent is great. And when you play Gwent in Blood and Wine, they wrote new songs for Gwent, and they're even better.
Really.
And so, yeah, I mean, 80%. I said it was 50. I think it's more 80% of the fun of Gwent is just the music, like getting stoked to lay down some cards.
Yeah.
I find the game easy. I never lose a match. It's like it's almost tedious if it weren't for the music. And I'm just like, yep, this is worth my time.
Did you ever play it when it was a standalone game back in the Hearthstone competitive days when everybody was trying to do a thing?
No, I see. The thing about Gwent is it's good, right? And everyone said it's good, but it's good in the context of an RPG minigame. I never found it to be good as like we should take this and make it an actual thing. Like I played a bit of Thronebreaker.
Oh yeah,
And I
all
dropped
the
off
combat. Yeah.
I dropped off after like a couple. It just wasn't that compelling. I'm like, it's not compelling anymore. I have to be Geralt, and I have to be like into Gwent. And the fun part about Blood and Wine is like, there's a banking quest in Blood and Wine.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
Where
ready.
you did a job a lifetime ago, and some guy's like, hey man, I left money in the bank for you. You should go collect it. There's probably a lot of interest on that money. And then you proceed to go to the bank, and they're like, sorry, we marked you as deceased. You're like, well, I'm clearly not. And like, we're going to need Form 2A filled before we can release your money. And then you go to window 1, and they're like, Form 2A, you need Form 406 before you can fill out Form 2A. Like, it's a nightmare. And at one point, some guy in the bank is like, yeah, he's waiting, you're commiserating over waiting. And he's like, well, while we're waiting, why don't we play some Gwent? And you're like, oh, I thought you'd never ask. Like, it's just, there's a lot of like fun nods to Gwent all over the place. And you got to do those matches to get special cards. Like if a quest offers you a chance to play Gwent, you play Gwent.
You take it.
You're gonna miss a collectible on the Gwent cards.
I don't know. I just never felt like I wanted to, but you're turning me a little. Maybe
I mean, the Witcher mutations tend to deaden the human soul, so maybe you're role playing a little bit on that, But like, I don't see how you skip Gwent. Gwent is life in the context of Witcher 3. Anyways, it's great. I'm enjoying it, and I'll probably be wrapped up by this week. But I am traveling, so I'm not going to be able to play for at least till Sunday. So
all right.
But I got one more on the list.
Oh, what else you got here? Oh, what's Masters of Avalon? Wait, Albion.
Masters of Albion is the Peter Molyneux early access God game that launched in early access last week.
Why is this? What am I thinking of?
Looks vaguely like Black and White.
Oh, that one.
Make you feel black and white.
Big hand grabs things, moves them around.
Yeah. So I played it just to try it maybe for 30 minutes. I ended up playing for a few hours. I liked it. It's still, I think the graphics, like the performance of the game is definitely a little janky, but it's early access and they have time to optimize it before they call it good.
Yeah.
But, it was fun. It's like, put up a farm, put up an order fulfillment thing, and you got to make recipes. So you get some ingredients. It's all very generic. It's not like nitty gritty, like super accurate in that way, but basically you fulfill orders, you get currency and resources, you unlock upgrade powers for your hand, and like then zombies attack your settlement at night, and then you shoot the zombies, right? And then also you can recruit heroes, and the heroes go out and earn XP by killing zombies that are hanging around. You can kind of build the houses. It's not super elaborate what they allow you to construct, but you can make interesting choices about how they're built. And the NPCs who help you, they kind of swear at you and got pretty fun personalities, and I dig it. So honestly, I think the game's like got good bones. I think they got stuff to work on. You'll see it's mixed reviews. I think mileage is varying for some. I don't have a history with God games, so I don't have a lot of baggage going into this. What I've played so far, I found enjoyable, and hopefully they're able to finish and get enough in sales. But I don't know why, I've read some of the reviews, but I'm like, I kind of don't believe this stuff. And I played it a bit for myself, and like so far, I'm enjoying it.
A lot of the reviews seem to be.
I'll probably play it again.
A lot of them seem to be complaining about performance, so those will clear up.
Performance is a big factor. I think my computer can handle like that kind of problem okay, but probably many systems aren't. And I just think there's quibbles over like the nuance of like. I saw some complaints from like, oh, if I wanted to play a food crafting game, I'd play something else because you do have to like craft quality food, but it's not that big a deal. You just like if someone wants like a poor soup, you take rat meat and rat
droppings
broth and put it in a bowl, and that's your product, and then you get the guy to make 10 of them, and it's like, well, that wasn't super good, so they're not going to pay a lot for it, but the next time maybe you're going to put chicken and tomatoes in your soup or your sandwich, but it's not that involved. It's very easy. Just like, let me build a nice food product someone wants and send it out. And I don't know if they have other things planned for the system. I'm very early in the game, but the way they unravel it, it's like they're telling a bit of a story and teaching you new mechanics as you go, and it's very enjoyable. So,
all right,
I think this is a great video game product they're working on. I'm happy, and I do find myself thinking like I'd like to play that again. Like I want to get back to it. So, I enjoyed Masters of Albion.
And you don't do an animal companion thing like the other one did, like the Black and White.
So far as I know, no. But like I recruited a hero who's like basically a barbarian, and so, and you can possess the barbarian if you want to play directly as it. But the controls are not super great yet. But it's still, you can still do that. And I think you have to do that because you only can change things in the colorful zone. Where it's black and white, your god hand can't do anything.
Yeah. Like
monochromatic, which jives for me because I really hate black and white games. So it makes sense that that's off limits to me. I can read that really well. And then you expand your territory, and if you zoom out, there's a huge world map. So I guess the idea is to eventually expand RPG style to scale out to like a really big territory and do God stuff, I guess. So I don't know. It's cool so far. I think, I think maybe the mixed status is pretty unfair, and the critique of it seems pretty unfair because I liked it. So
all right. Do you think there's ever a co-op mode and they make you high five, some dumb shit like that? Think that happens in this game?
I don't know, but you can pick up people and throw them around.
Well, then I'm in.
And you can pick up rocks. So the first thing before you get your lightning, it tells you to pick up rocks and throw them at the zombies to kill them. Mm-hmm. And I killed 0 zombies and threw like 100 rocks. My shooting average was worse than the Tampa Bay Lightning on the Game 7 between Montreal and Tampa. There you go, hockey fans. Dang. I watched a hockey game.
Wow.
That's great.
Tampa had a generational loss that was worth seeing. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but
I did. I heard a lot of consternation, but I did not see the game myself. So
Montreal had 9 shots on net and scored 2 goals and won over the 1,557 shots that Tampa shot and still lost the game.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Game 7, and I think a reverse sweep too, which is just everything about it was like, you suck. And I think people are just generally happy there isn't a Florida hockey team in the playoffs too. So.
Yeah. I was really hoping that, well, I don't know why I was hoping this, but I was really hoping our new team was going to do something, but the Mammoth did not.
Oh, you guys have an NHL team now?
Yeah.
Salt Lake Mammoth?
Yeah, Utah
Mammoth. Yeah, they stole ours.
Yeah, we took an Arizona team.
Why is it not your town? Why is it Salt?
It's Utah Mammoth, just like Utah Jazz.
Yeah, but it's not Ontario Senators. It's Ottawa Senators.
Well, it's because you guys have massive cities. We have one big city, Salt Lake City, and then the rest of the state, and they don't want to isolate everybody else. So it's like,
well, isn't Utah so special?
They should call it. They should call them the 40-acre data center Mammoth. That's what they should call it, because that's about to be the biggest thing.
But
here.
See, if they didn't use Utah, they could call the team Salt Lake Runners, and it'd be perfect.
I would have been all right with that. The Lake Runners.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Runners, for short. Nobody would know the secret.
But
Well, I'm
Salt
glad
Lake
they
Runner-
didn't do anything because you stole them from us, you big bunch of thieves. You
That's
don't
true.
deserve anything good.
We did,
And,
but they were melting where you are. They were melting there.
That's their curse
was your
for
team
being
called?
a hockey team in the freaking desert.
They were coyotes before, right?
We were
Coyotes.
Phoenix
Coyotes,
Coyotes.
Yeah, Coyotes. Now they're the.
Yeah, this is how much I follow hockey. I'm just like, oh my god, it's such a mess. Wow. Okay.
The coach is my neighbor and has never given me a ticket. So there's that.
Oh.
Take that.
Oh wait, the coach of the Utah.
Mammoth is a nearby neighbor, and he gives me nothing.
Isn't it not Mammoth? Isn't there more than one?
It's just Mammoth.
the
That's it.
Utah Mamai.
Yeah. And you know one thing that's cool though, our Zamboni is a giant elephant thing. Like it goes
Again with what is going on in your state? It's not Ottawa Senator. It's Ottawa Senator.
I agree. I agree.
Mammoth?
I wanted Yeti because Yeti
It's
can
just
be
one. There's
And
just,
like your basketball team, isn't it the Jazz? Like,
Yeah.
What does your state have against plurals?
It's because the Jazz used to be a New Orleans team, and New Orleans Jazz, we bought them and kept the name.
why don't you create your own things instead of just taking them from other people?
You know what?
Scott?
I am in charge. Why didn't I think of that? I should have thought of that.
Come on, as the main representative of your state, it makes all the
My
decisions.
understanding is you're the mayor of Utah. Why can't you get any of these done?
Yeah, why not?
Make
My
your
prominence.
own stuff. Stop stealing our stuff.
Well, may you get another team to replace the Coyotes.
One day.
One day. Hey, that's what we played, everybody. If you're confused, don't worry. We got a Dear Martha at the end of the show to tell you again. Also, it'll be in the show notes. All right. And also, one quick note, because we don't give a lot of credit to John for this, but at the end of every show, when the YouTube video has gone up, the podcast files are all set. Everybody's getting their stuff however they get it. John goes through the YouTube video and does timestamps, and then I paste all those into the comments or into the description, which automatically populates like the timestamp system in YouTube, so you can jump around to places you want to go. He does that all out of the goodness of his heart with his own free time and will, and deserves credit for that. So, John, credit to you.
Thank you.
I just kind of petered out with my.
So, John, there you are.
Well done.
May you continue to do the things you do.
It was good to have it. All right, a classic mashup for you people at home. Jamie put this together. This is from 2022. It is called "Big Bag of Rectums," and I'm going to say that's a
Scott.
Is that a me thing?
It sounds like a Scott, but I can also see it being a bow, off of a Scott.
Yeah,
Rectum is leaning more me, but big bag of something is Scott terminology.
I do say that
true.
a bit. I agree. Well, you know what? I'm going to say Bo. You guys can say me. And the wager is nothing, so it really won't matter. But let's see how this goes.
My credits.
Here it is.
Dogs have
Whoops, that's Goldman. Hold on. Freaking Goldman. Why is he in here? Here we go.
In all my days, I've seen many a strange thing, but the Mashup Guild may be the strangest. See for yourself at patreon.com/mashupguild.
We can all agree on that. It's crucial.
Who was gaming?
Oh, turned into an L.
The smuggler's always like, smuggling's great. I got all this cash. Oh, I'm dead. That's every smuggling story.
You want to touch my pee-pee? You want to touch my pee-pee? It's only a matter of time before somebody jams their man wiener in there. It's just him on the side going, and everything, coming into his mouth. You mean you don't want to touch my pee-pee?
A man wiener gets jammed into everything. Think of a thing, and a man wiener has been jammed into it.
Okay.
Just think of anything.
Let me test it. Do you think anybody's ever put their wiener in a roll of toilet paper, the roll part?
Yes, absolutely.
My gosh, you started so softball. I'm like hornet's nest, bottle of glass, barbed wire. You're like in the tube that's right next to the toilet where your pants are down already anyway?
Really? Anyway, he says he doesn't works for a marketing firm called Ampere Analytics or Analysis rather. Anal cis. Geez, Scott. But didn't he also have like 2 wieners or something? Or I'm thinking of somebody else. One of the famous like scientist explorer types.
Problem with that is I don't know who you're thinking of.
I thought there was
I got nothing.
Chat room says I'm thinking of Alan Tudyk. No, I'm not. I am definitely not thinking of old Alan Tudyk. That's wild. I had no idea that was a thing. That's amazing. And you know what? I came before V Rising got its freaking
Wow,
fangs
you were
into
really
me.
excited about that tip, Scott.
What I meant to do.
I came. Can you clip that out? You should clip that out.
But anyway, what I was going to say
So
is...
matter of fact, it's just like...
I don't want to belittle anybody, but it seems like Newton or somebody had like its second ween. What do
I don't want to Google who's the one that had
I know.
two.
Rasputin had enough ween for, you could say, 6 wieners. Like, they preserved it and pickled it.
Whoa, really?
It's massive.
I found it. Is this real?
It's real. Rasputin had a gigantic dong.
You don't buy a
want a
bag of potato
legendary
chips at a
pork
store and
chop.
go, gosh, I hope these are the potato chips I wanted, not somebody's rectum, you know? Like you don't.
Somebody rectum.
I can't think of another
Scott's
thing.
like, what's another food? Rectum. What else could be in a bag of chips that is edible?
You know,
I need a rectum.
big bag of rectums. I don't know how that works.
Great.
That was me. I'll take.
Big bags. You love the big bags, Scott.
I do like big bags, and I can't.
We all know
lie.
you love the big bags, Scott. Can't get away from that.
They're good stuff. Thank you, Jamie, for that. As always, good work. And if you'd like to get in touch with the show at core.show is our email address. You hear that? No mistakes, no errors.
Yeah.
10hams.com is where you can send us texts and voicemails. All of that leads to the Frog Pants site at frogpants.com/core. It's going to do it for us. But before we go, we got to listen to this, which is...
Hold on. I can't do it right now because I'm still laughing about the... You know what I came. It's good to know that I find it as funny now, this long after this. I
Now,
did
I've
back
had a lot of them because also the toilet roll is the first suggestion. Was also...
I don't know. You guys acted like that was just common knowledge. That this is like...
I would be
It's
a
not that
shorter
it's
list.
common knowledge. It's just we thought you would pick something.
I'd go more extreme.
highball.
Yeah.
It would be a shorter list to list the men who haven't put their penis in a toilet paper roll.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a fair point. I don't know. I don't give people enough credit for what they do.
What
By the way,
crazy things have people put their penises in? Scott's like, a toilet paper roll. My
what?
God.
Can you believe it? Okay, so real quick, I forgot to show this. Oops. Close the show. The mouse mats for the swag bags came in. Speaking of GTA
Putting
6.
your dick in things.
Yeah, this GTA 6 style mouse mat says Nerdtacular SLC 2026. It looks just like the thing. Look at that. That's cool. This will come out for sure
That
this
is
year.
very cool.
Yeah, that's coming out today or in a month. Anyway, sorry. Hey, dear Martha Letter Home, tell us what happened today. What games did we play?
My dearest Martha, today it wasn't really about games. It wasn't a lot of them. If you don't remember them, it's on you. But I will repeat them, all 3 of them, for your benefit. It might be more than 3. Diablo 4 was discussed a lot.
Yeah.
Mining Merchant. You might have missed that one because we called it by the wrong name at least once. Witcher 3. Masters of Albion.
Wow.
That's
Really-
it. That's
really a short
That's
lift.
the full list, Martha.
That's lift. I don't know why I said that. Oh, your friend and mine. What is it? Here, sorry, finish it.
Buttery toast.
All right.
I mean,
Buttery
that's-
toast. It's fun. Yeah, I don't know. I like that a lot.
Who doesn't like some buttery toast?
I could go for some right now. In fact, I will after we're done. I'm going to go get me some toast or whatever else is on the table up there. That is going to do it for us. Thank you for listening, for watching, for hanging out and being a part of the Core family. Please check us out live if you so desire. Usually it's at Thursday or on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Today was a little different because Bo's out of town, but normally that's when we're here. So that's when you'll see us next week. For me, for John, and for Bo. We'll see you then.
This has been a Frog Pants production. Find all our shows at frogpants.com.
I didn't ask to be photographed.
What did you say?